You are too. What
You
are
are
talking
too.
about?
We're the same age.
You know what? You get a little.
We're the same age.
You always push back when we talk about your
I'm
age.
young 45. You forget.
Are you one of those? I'm celebrating my 30th birthday.
Nah.
The last 15 years.
I'd
You
rather,
big girl.
I'm at a point where I'm telling people I'm much older, so they think I look good for my age. People
Yeah,
are like,
you
"How
don't
old are
have
I'm
much
like,
gray.
57. They're like, damn, all right, you're hot for 57.
You have any grays?
Yeah, I got a ton of gray.
I mean, your hair. Let me see. Turn around.
It's starting to come in, man. Honestly, this last year of doing radio is
Okay,
It's
yeah.
nice.
I just hope it's that good, the good, like, silver.
Silver
George
You
fox.
get like the
Clooney gray.
Dracula look.
Like
I
a
got-
silver fox.
It's very gray on the sides. I'm getting that Nick Fury side gray. And then I got one streak. I hope I get those streak. That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I'm leaning in. You're not going bald. Stop it.
Women can get male pattern baldness. Genetics play a role in female pattern.
Well, you don't
hair
have
loss.
it.
No,
Are
it's
you,
good. If it had happened already.
You have beautiful, voluminous hair.
It's because I curl it.
Are you when you take a shower? Are you pulling out clumps?
Oh yeah, my bathroom floor is just covered. It's littered with hair. It looks like a hair cornfield, dude.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Last night before I got into bed, my little robo-vac got him out, Vac Morris, and he was vacuuming up the bathroom. And I mean, dude, it's like Hairball City, USA. You know?
Oh, you call your vacuum Vac Morris?
Yeah, that's
I
what
like
his little
that. It's a good
nickname is.
name.
Mine's is Hans.
Hans.
Named after Hans Gruber.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Ours was Igor after Tina's dad.
Ah.
I like to boss him around. Like, Igor, get to work.
I have a best friend robo-vac with my girlfriend, Abby. She got one, and then I bought one on her Amazon Prime because I don't have
It's cheaper
Prime.
when she pays for it.
It is. Best
And
friend.
Vac Morris just goes around
Yeah,
cleaning up
twice
all
a
those
day.
fur balls twice a day. Whoa.
I take the hair of my house seriously.
Twice a day. Well, Moon is out again today. He's up in Canada to celebrate World UFO Day.
Yeah.
That's what today is. World UFO Day. And we celebrate here in Missouri. I don't know how we do that, but we are celebrating.
Okay.
Which I'm glad.
So World UFO Day is apparently today is the day that the Roswell UFO thing happened.
Oh,
The UFO crash
okay.
in Roswell was in 1945.
Sure.
Yeah. Right around that point.
1945, July 2nd. So today we celebrate World UFO Day. I know Moon's talked about in the past actually going through Roswell, and it's nothing more than a gift shop
Sure.
for all things UFO.
But I'd still go.
You could buy all the UFO tchotchkes you want.
I love that. Mm-hmm. My sister was just there a month ago and loved it. They have little alien corpse on display that's, who knows if it's real or fake.
It's fake.
Okay.
What?
What was it, a couple years ago? I remember there was some kind of Facebook group. They were going to gather up at the...
Storm.
Yeah, and storm Area 51.
They'd be so dead.
That would be hilarious.
No, and it was it 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It was a Facebook group, and everybody was mobilizing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're going to meet up outside the gates at Area 51, and we're going to rush the place.
Yeah.
We're going to rush the place, and they can't stop all of us. And the military was like, yep, we can, so we don't recommend doing this.
You know why you
Save
don't-
it for the Capitol.
Yeah. Yeah, don't storm Area 51 because they have all that alien technology.
Yeah, I think actually the government came out and said, no.
We'll zap you.
They did. They did come out and say that would be very dumb if you did that.
I believe that there's aliens. Nobody's surprised by that.
Oh, here it is. Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us.
That's true.
That was the Facebook event that was created September 20th, 2019. The event was started by somebody named Matty Roberts. Okay, so the event was going to happen September 20th. The event was created, like the Facebook page was created on June 27th. Asked the Facebook users to band together and raid the site in a search for extraterrestrial life that conspiracy lore claims may be concealed inside. More than 2 million people responded, going, and 1.5 million people interested on the event's page, which subsequently attracted widespread media attention and caused the event to become an internet meme. On the day of the event, so of the 2 million that said they were going,
Yes.
1.5 million said they were at least interested. maybe 150 people.
Well,
Oh,
Which
they
okay.
can't stop us all.
Hey,
Okay.
depends how big that base is. That's a lot of people.
Okay. That's more than I thought would have shown up.
And
On
then
the day
what?
of the event, only about 150 people were reported to have shown up at the 2 entrances to Area 51, with none succeeding in entering the site.
I hope they dress like little army men and they walk in,
I know.
or scientists, wear lab coats and.
It's a good
Glasses.
point. I mean, I wonder if the person who created that group or that event on Facebook, could they be charged with trying to overturn a government agency?
Well, on July 10th, speaking with the Washington Post, an Air Force spokesman said, yes, officials were aware of this event, issued a warning saying Area 51 is an open training range for the U.S. Air Force, and we would discourage anyone from trying to come into the area where we train American armed forces.
What could go wrong?
Adding that the U.S. Air Force always stands ready to protect America and its assets
and it's aliens.
and the aliens contained therein.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we have a museum now here in Piedmont, Missouri, which is apparently the state UFO capital of Missouri.
Yeah, it's 100
Who knew
miles from
that?
here. This is big, you guys. I didn't even know Piedmont was the UFO capital of Missouri.
I guess it
Me
is.
either.
Oh, it's a park. Piedmont, Missouri celebrates UFO history with new park.
Fun.
The park named Piedmont UFO Capital of Missouri Park received 5-star reviews on Google.
Whoa.
Exciting.
Created to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the 1973 UFO sightings.
I'm going to go and check it out. They have a little alien statue you can take a picture with, and then a little flying saucer that you can maybe see,
Or fly around it.
fly around in.
Well, the only stats I could find here as far as UFO sightings in our area. Mm-hmm. So I got the numbers. So this is from the year 2000 to 2023. So from the year 2000 to last year, how many UFO sightings in the county?
12.
Well, in the surrounding, St. Louis Metro, the counties. Of all the counties in our area, who's had the most?
24 years?
So from the year 2000 to 2023.
You said all the counties in our area?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Jeffco had
What
the most.
county would have the most UFO sightings?
Oh, for sure, Jeffco.
I would have thought that too.
Well, that's where they're most active at.
95 called in reports.
What?
Reported UFO sightings. 95 in Jeffco. Congratulations to St. Charles County.
Our people.
Man, I like it.
200.
All right.
That's exciting.
200 reported UFO sightings.
So just one guy. So just one guy in St. Charles that's calling it in a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Or is it just rich people seeing an airplane and thinking that they doesn't belong in their airspace?
Yeah, it doesn't say.
It's for the poors.
It doesn't say how many people called in these sightings, but it just says reported UFO sightings.
Okay.
So 200 in St. Charles County, the most in our area. Franklin County, 62. St. Louis County, 185. So we're not far behind.
Nice.
That's pretty impressive.
Not far behind St. Charles. Madison Ill, 100. And St. Clair, 80.
Dang, I thought those would be higher.
You guys also see the news in Colorado. Another one of those weird metal-looking statues has just come about.
Oh, yeah.
Obelisk. Yeah, but those have all been fake. Those have all been art installations so
I think
far.
it's Banksy. I like it. I like the oddness to that. And I
Something out
also
in the desert.
feel like I've seen things in the sky before that I don't understand. And I like that too. Mm-hmm. I don't want to understand everything.
There was most recently, what country artist? This just happened like over the weekend. At some country concert.
Oh, Alien Jackson.
No, stop it.
What happened?
There was apparently a UFO flew over the venue.
That's
Like some big-
sweet. What?
Some big
All right.
country artist.
Oh, Red Rocks Amphitheater. Ian Munsick concert?
When was that? Was that over the weekend?
Yeah, June 29th. 12 witnesses spot UFO soaring above Red Rocks Amphitheater, and it lit up the Colorado sky.
Dang, it's real, guys.
I believe it.
Dang.
It looks
Red
like
Rocks.
a spaceship.
I mean, I thought this was settled at COVID. They just released all the, like, yeah, UFOs are real. We don't know either. The government was pretty much just like, yeah, they're out there. We don't know what they are.
They released some stuff.
Yeah. And what's
Well, they
funny is
released
Not
all
all
the-
the stuff.
Well, yeah, maybe not. But they at least admitted that it was real.
once the government says something, though, then all of a sudden I'm like, well, maybe I was wrong and it's fake.
Yeah, and I honestly think that was the reaction,
It's like, okay.
which is hilarious.
Well, now they're not calling it UFOs anymore. They're calling them UAPs.
Yes.
Unexplained aerial phenomena.
Right. They didn't say aliens. They just said whatever you just said.
Yeah, because
UAPs.
there's also the submersible version of that.
They talked about the Tic Tac things, though. The Tic Tac shaped things that dart across the sky at, like, without any kind of jet propulsion. They can't figure out what they
that's
are, where
wild.
they came from. The Tic Tac.
Yeah. Didn't they release Navy pilot footage?
Footage and testimony from Navy test pilots and commercial pilots, too. that
Yeah,
have
we don't
seen-
think, though, that's Chinese technology
Could
from
be.
there.
They said they don't know. All they're admitting is they don't know.
Huh.
We need to reach
And
out
that Tom DeLonge was right.
Yes. We need to reach out to George Norrie and have him come on. He's a St. Louis guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's the coast to coast.
I used to
Oh,
love
yeah.
Ernie
Yeah.
Brown was the old Coast to Coast host.
Art Bell.
And then Art Bell was
Art
great,
Bell was the
man.
guy. Art Bell was the guy that I used to listen to when
His
I was
voice
a
was-
kid. And he'd be broadcasting from New Mexico.
Yeah, he was down there.
And he was the overnight guy on the big AM station in New York City. And I'd have him on. Art Bell would put me to bed every night.
It's the
Art
best.
Bell would tuck me in talking about UFO stories, and then George Norrie took over.
Norrie's great, too.
Yeah, George Norrie's a St. Louis guy.
I got to meet him once.
Me as well. He's got a great mustache.
He does.
Really?
And he's always in a leather
Terrific
coat.
mustache. Gave me a mustache ride, in fact.
Wow.
So happy World UFO Day, however you want to celebrate. I don't care.
Oh, damn, that stash is good. What's up,
Yeah,
George?
he's awesome. He's an American hero.
74 years old.
Oh, yeah, St. Charles County is, Boeing's there, so...
Yeah. Makes
It's in
sense.
St. Charles County.
And honestly, you know what?
What?
I give a lot of grief to. I make fun of county folks sometimes on the show as the only city dweller left on the Rizzuto Show. But I am so close. I hate to admit this, but I'm almost ready to denounce St. Louis City proper.
What?
Why?
My car got hit in front of my house again
Last night?
while I was gone to Nashville. Somebody hit my car.
Like, sideswiped it?
Yeah, put a little dent in the front, like knocked the bumper off, smashed the. And that car's still pretty new to me.
It's very new.
Oh,
yeah.
that's very new. It's, what, a year old?
Less than a year. And it's like, there's just no, it never ends. It really never ends in the city. Like the tax of living in the city, as far as like getting your catalytic converter stolen or getting, like my neighbor's car got smashed. I mean, I didn't get the brunt of it. My neighbor's big Lexus SUV completely dented in, white paint all down the side. They nicked my car coming around the corner. But it's like, Tina's car's been hit twice. My catalytic converter got stolen off my Jeep. This is all in the last couple of years, and I'm just like, I'm just getting I'm so close. I said I was one incident away from being a county boy. And I hate the idea of it.
We should alert the mayor. They're about to lose a good one.
Man.
Yeah, you better let her know what's up.
Yeah, it's representation.
I've been
on
an
the show.
advocate for city living, and I got to be honest, man. I'm at.
Yeah, your wit's end.
Yeah, dude. If this is the story of city living, I'm at a very low point where I'm just like, I'm ready to walk away.
I will be 100% transparent with you. When I lived in South City, the car break-ins were really the breaking point for me.
Yeah.
When you get your car broken into 6 times out in front of your house in South City, which is supposed to be a nice neighborhood, you haven't had it.
Yeah. We live on a street where the two perpendicular streets got speed bumps. And now the street in front of our house has become the one everybody flies down. And, it's street parking.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
I started a trend in my neighborhood because I started pulling my car around the side of the house and up over the curb and onto the grass where I'm like almost because of this. And then I noticed my neighbors started doing it. And I was like, Tina was like, I think you started a trend in the neighborhood. People saw you doing it. So now our whole neighborhood, it's that bad that people pull over the curb and park two wheels up on the grass.
To leave enough room on the street.
To try not to get their car side. And it still happens. And it's like, I don't know, man. It bums me out because now I have to like call my insurance company and be like, do I just pay for this? It's cosmetic, luckily. It's not, do I pay for it out of pocket? Do I let my insurance rates go up because no one left a note?
Right.
No one would even consider
worst,
leaving a note in the city.
Yeah.
No.
The last time I got my car broken into was out in front of the house, and I was driving a Dodge Charger at the time.
You're like, I was in it.
And, doing the morning show, you leave in the morning, you walk out to your car at, such an early, part of the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And you're wiping the crust out of your eyes, and you go, did I leave my trunk open last night? Did I leave my glove Oh, man.
Yeah. It's a great feeling.
That's the worst.
Glass on the ground.
No, there was no glass
no?
on the ground.
Okay.
They would take it would be easy to break into this car. They would just pull up a side of it and take probably a screwdriver or something and just punch the door lock out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how exactly they did it, but it was always the door lock was punched out of the car.
That's what happened to mine when
And
the drill.
They get in and they rummage through everything. I would leave nothing in the car. They would take maybe sunglasses and a sweatshirt and a couple CDs when I had them in there.
Oh, man.
The change out of the change drawer.
Yeah.
It's so worth it.
I never had these issues. I lived in, St. Louis Hills. I lived in Maplewood.
What were you driving?
I lived on Shaw. I was driving like a terrible car at the time, Pontiac Vibe.
See, those are the best protection right there.
And I never, luckily I never had these issues, but.
Those two neighborhoods specifically are pretty.
Not Shaw. Shaw's.
I said two.
Oh, okay.
St. Louis Hills and Maplewood are pretty.
Well, I lived in St. Louis.
They're on
Hills.
the cusp of city proper.
Hampton and Watson.
Yeah, I lived on Arsenal. I lived right by the Botanical Gardens, and I remember our
That's close to me.
basement got broken into, and we had a 4-family flat that.
He said you didn't have these problems.
Well, no, I didn't have these problems with my car. Like our basement got broken
your
into. It was
house.
like a shared basement with my 3 other neighbors, and we didn't have anything down there of note, so nothing got stolen from us. But that was the scariest thing that I've ever had to deal with. Is like, oh my God, somebody was in my basement while I was sleeping upstairs. You know? So.
I'm trying real hard.
When you live in the city, you kind of have that stuff built in, as far as it's going to happen a certain amount of times.
Which is so weird.
I know, but there is a counter. There's a little clicker in my mind where I'm like, there is a definable amount of times before I'm like, all right, this isn't worth it.
Yeah.
Like I like city living. I like being in the city. I like living in the city.
Mix.
Yeah, I like living in the city proper. I think that, people need to commit to living in the city and like not fleeing to the county, but I get it. You get enough property damage, man, and you're just like, not that doesn't happen in the county too, but I'm sure.
All right, fine. You got it out of me. I sideswiped your car.
Oh, I noticed that there was a rubber duck in the road right by my car, and I was like,
it was me.
Hey, did you get ducked at Captain Jim's?
I did.
Nice.
I did. I got ducked, and somebody left a little chicken on my car too.
So cute.
Is that a new thing?
It was a new thing on last Thursday.
Nice.
Which it's a word I can't say on the air. But yes, I was ducked. I'm not playing, guys.
Homie, don't play.
I'm not playing the duck game.
But you kept it, right?
Hey, speaking of Captain Jim's, I guess this is so. Before I move on to that, so Rafe, what are you going to do? Are you seriously considering? Because Tina just got an office.
She's on her own. She did that on her own.
You're leaving Tina.
Like you
in
got the
city.
apartment next to you, and now it's an office for Tina.
Yeah, that was her deal.
What?
I'm month to month. I've been month to month at my place for a while.
You going to leave
She's
Tina
gonna
in the
kill
city?
You.
I'll be like, hey, your office is still in the city, but Papa's moving to Maplewood.
Huh. Okay.
I've been on Zillow.
Come out to the West. Be a West County broad with me.
It's nice, man. Easy living.
Nah, we're full.
Oh.
What?
Stay in the city.
We need a
I
Rafe
don't
Williams.
want, there's no part of me wants to go to Wildwood.
Yeah, we're
man.
full.
You're good.
Come to the classiest place
Rafe
in
Williams
Overland.
will bring the wild to Wildwood, and I'm here for it.
Stay in the city. We don't need your type out there.
Hitting
I agree.
cars.
If I went anywhere, it'd be. I look at Maplewood a lot. I look at St. Louis Hills a lot because it's still technically. But you can get a lot of house up here.
It's a launching pad for the county, is what
It
St.
is.
Louis Hills and Maplewood are.
It is. It is a. It's a preparatory school.
And I'd move back to Maplewood in a heartbeat. Before we bought the house in Ellisville, we put a bid in on a house in Maplewood, and it was my dreams all just died when we didn't get it because it would have been perfect. But yeah, you should come out to West.
There's some houses around
Ballin.
here that are pretty affordable.
Out in the Creve Coeur area here.
Yeah, down Olive, that way.
This is still West County.
Yeah.
Hey, don't I know it?
I don't know if you're.
I don't know if you're a West County material.
Yeah, the pacification of coming out to West County is. I don't think that's you. I think you're rugged and you have what it takes to stay in the city.
He'll settle in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's sad. It's sad to hear that.
Don't give in.
Maybe just find a city house with a garage.
Yes.
There you go.
Off-street parking. That's all you need.
That might be the thing I got to do.
Yeah, again, if you
I
live
get
in the
my
city,
car off the street. I can handle home invasions. At least then I can deal with it. Get my crossbow out.
when you live in the city, you expect a certain amount of things to happen to you, to your property, to whatever. It's built into what it's all about.
Sure.
And yes, when I lived in the city, I expected, a couple break-ins, 2, 3 break-ins. But when you're up to like 6, 7, 8, including your time in the Central West End when they cut the soft top on your Jeep, you go, I've had it.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, when I was out in L.A., my car got hit 2 different times. And one time, they backed into it in a parking lot, smashed the whole entire back end, so they had to do this. And of course, the place said, oh, no, we can repair it. They didn't total it, which was cool because it was an old car. And I'm like, you can just total it. Give me some cash. But anyways, they didn't. And so I was without a car for a little over a month in L.A., and that's a miserable time.
Good thing the public transportation out there
Yeah,
is
it takes
so-
about 2 hours to get to work on that because their public transportation is way worse than St. Louis. It's
We
awful.
lived on West Pine. West Pine and
Central West
in
End.
the Central West End, the old Forest Park Hotel. I don't know what they call it now, but it was nice apartments. Across the street was a gated parking lot where you'd have to put your little key card up to the box and the gate would open. You figure safe,
Sure.
Yeah.
but still got my car broken into there. And I go to the security guard. What's up, buddy? What's going on? And he goes, Then you call the police to file a report. You be sending somebody down here? Nah.
Yeah, bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, we got other problems. Okay. All right, anyway, Captain Jim's. So a lot of people loading up, stocking up on their explosives for what is to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday of shooting off fireworks. I guess this is the first one of the season. Man loses hand and fingers.
Oh, dog.
Fireworks mishap on Long Island. At least it's the first story I saw. Long Island guy got his hand and several fingers blown off after a fireworks explosion Saturday night. 66-year-old guy was in the yard of his house around 9 o'clock at the time of the incident. Police didn't provide specific details about how the mishap went down, but the explosion severed the man's left hand and took off 3 fingers from his right hand.
Golly.
Yikes. Yeah, the man was rushed to the hospital in serious condition. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, nearly 10,000 people were sent to emergency rooms last year due to fireworks-related injuries. Just be careful.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was already starting last night, man.
Oh, in your neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, my dogs were. I was just falling asleep as it got dark, 8:30-ish, and it started in my neighborhood, and my dogs were not loving it.
Hey, listen, you just got people trying to celebrate America's birthday a little early. That's fine.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Birthday week. They're
Birthday week,
people.
that's right. I mean, was it a lot?
I mean, it was an hour's worth of pops and bangs.
What time?
Right at dark.
Ours start pretty much afternoon through the night already in my area.
Oh, still, like, they're going already?
Yeah. My dogs love it. It's
Might have
very
been
good.
fireworks. Could have just been someone sideswiping all the cars.
True.
Who knows?
Well, you guys know the story of former New York Giant Jason Pierre-Paul, right?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Is he still in the league? Is he still playing, or he retired?
No, he's out. But he played a long time.
He played a
after
long time.
He blew like 3 of his fingers off, right? It was not just one. It was like half his hand.
So on Twitter, he had posted a picture of, I mean, basically, it was like a van full of fireworks, like bought for his whole neighborhood.
Right.
Shortly thereafter, he blew 3 fingers off his hand, and was an NFL star. I mean, was a very good. Was he a middle linebacker?
I believe he was a defensive end. He was a pass rusher because I remember
Yeah, it's pass rusher.
he had like a thing over his hand where he'd
Right.
like have to slap his like nub out there and slap
Yeah, and you
people
could see
around.
like the two fingers.
He
I
still
think
plays?
I think he may have just retired.
Oh.
Yeah, he played for a long time. He was very good.
Very good. Very good. But it was the irony of, hey, look how many fireworks I bought. And then shortly thereafter,
And hey, look how many fingers I have
look
now.
how many fingers. I'm now down to 7.
Yeah.
Oh
Damn. Especially with a job like that where you're making millions of dollars because of what you can do with your hands. I would not be lightening
Even
anything
close.
off. I'd be like, don't even touch me.
There's something, I don't know, about lighting fireworks off for guys that just, I mean,
You don't think it's going to happen to you.
No. And you always hold them in your hand. You light it. You
Right.
Throw it. Like a
I was
genius.
watching the other day, I was in a meeting and we started talking about old Riz Show videos. And we brought up the video of Moon holding the fireworks and shooting Jeff when
Yes.
he had the police shields
yeah, the
on.
riot shield, yeah.
And I have not seen Moon nor you, Scott Rizzuto, look as joyous as you
Yeah,
looked.
there's something about shooting stuff off, shooting fireworks off that makes you feel like a kid.
Yeah. I go back in the archives of the Riz Show videos.
It's amazing. I actually watched it over the weekend.
It's slow-mo and Moon. I mean, Moon looks happy anytime he shoots us with the airsoft gun, which
Yeah.
is a little psychotic.
But Captain Jim built like a Roman candle bazooka.
Yeah, the thing is huge. And you have a flip camera behind Moon, and you come out of nowhere real slow, and you're filming it with the flip camera. And
One of the greatest days of my life.
Your permagrin is I've never seen you more happy. It's terrifying.
Rafe, what is it that, boys like to light stuff on fire and
Yeah.
make things explode? What is that? What is that in us?
We all want to be firemen, so we have to start it somewhere to get good at being a fireman.
We don't like to put out the fires. We like to start the fires.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You start them, and then they get too big, and then all of a sudden you have to figure out how to put them out. Then you're like, hey, that's fun, problem-solving fires.
I don't know. Maybe it's deeply ingrained, just destructive tendencies, man. Maybe it's because we can't create life, so we have to do the opposite. We are the yin to that yang, even at a young age. We got to build bombs and throw them under cars. And me and my cousins we blew a muffler off this old lady's car. We had so much trouble. My cousin made like a M80.
Yeah.
Just wrapped it tight in like cardboard.
How many?
I don't even know how many were in there. Just a handful. And then he just had one wick of one M80, but one explosion made them all go. And he like rolled it under this lady's car as she drove by. It blew the muffler off.
Wow, I'm
Dude,
surprised
my
nothing
grandpa-
else happened.
Oh, my grandpa lit us up, dude. All of us. No one was immune from the wrath. Just being dumb kid. We were young, man. We were probably 10 years old.
Yeah, just being dumb.
That's what I also
being
love
dumb.
at that point in history, too, where it was every 10-year-old had already thrown a ton of the M80s, like all that stuff.
Yeah, and you go, how do you get a hold of that stuff? Somehow we did.
We had endless supply somehow.
We just thought it would be like, hey, my cousin's like, watch this. And, thinking like it's going to be, ha. Scared you. You heard an explosion, but it's perfect throw. Went into the car. As the car drove over it, right as it exploded. It literally blew.
I mean, where I grew up, fireworks were highly illegal.
Yeah, they were, but
Highly illegal. But somebody's older brother always made a run down to the city to go they went to Chinatown. to go buy fireworks. And then when I moved out here to St. Louis, and there are these fireworks stands all over the place.
Yeah.
Right.
Holy cow! I remember my first 4th of July here in Missouri. I bought as many fireworks as I could afford. I couldn't believe it. Calling my friends, can you believe this? I'm getting mortars. Mortars,
I tell you.
These were stuff. This was something we only dreamed of having.
Yeah. That reminds me, my buddy James, when we were middle school, his dad got transferred to Arizona, so he had to go down there to Phoenix. And that was his biggest complaint, was that there's no fireworks. And I felt sad for James.
Well, just be careful. Technically, they are illegal in St. Louis County. Our fireworks are illegal in St. Louis County. I don't know.
They're partially legal in Missouri and Illinois, right? Like there's some states that are full legal, full illegal. Like in Massachusetts, they're completely illegal. But here in Missouri and Illinois, fireworks are partially legal.
It's probably up to town.
It's probably a county by county.
Yeah.
I know in St. Louis County they're not.
Yeah.
They are not legal. But I don't know how they're trying to get the word out. The city of Round Rock, Texas, it is illegal there to shoot off fireworks, but they got a celebrity to help spread the word.
Who?
Who's going to tell us not to shoot off fireworks in Round Rock, Texas?
Oh, man.
Emma has something very important to tell you. Using or having fireworks in Round Rock is a big no-no. You could end up with a fine up to $2,000, and that's a lot of cookies. Emma loves cookies. Fireworks might seem fun, but they can cause big problems. No more fireworks. Got it? Good. Elmo loves you. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, and who wants to disappoint Elmo?
I know.
Not me. Thanks, Elmo.
He's right. That is a lot of cookies.
Nothing like using a beloved childhood Muppet to threaten kids with financial ruin. What a wonderful message.
Fine them up to $2,000. That's a lot of cookies, and Elmo loves cookies.
Elmo knows you can get HPV from a toilet seat.
What, Elmo?
What? Elmo, go to truck stop, sit on toilet seat, get HPV. Be careful. Elmo loves you.
Hey, man, these Elmo ads are out of control.
Right. After Hours Elmo. I love it.
Elmo, happy to drive you across state line if you have unwanted pregnancy. Love you, Elmo. Bye-bye.
Elmo, stop calling my house. It's midnight.
Elmo's desperate for money.
Wild, bro.
Elmo's
I
desperate
think
for
Elmo's
money.
got a cocaine problem, dude. He's like Nicolas Cage. He's starting to take everything that comes along.
Elmo's been up for 4 days on a meth bender.
Yeah, dude.
Just be careful, okay? That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying. Just be careful. Fireworks were invented around 200 BC by the ancient Chinese.
What?
That's right. They found
Gunpowder.
They found that roasting dry bamboo caused it to explode and make a cracking sound. And this became a staple of their New Year's Eve celebrations, where people would use these bamboo bombs to ward off evil spirits. In the 1830s, Italians figured out how to add colors to fireworks. You're welcome.
Wait a minute. I thought George Washington invented fireworks.
Ben Franklin, dude.
Nope.
True fact. He invented the popper.
It was the Italians. They were the first ones to use metal salts, which would emit bright colors when heated up.
Oh, nice.
Now, we're still trying to figure out how to make blue fireworks work. It's the hardest color to create because it's made with copper chloride.
It's made with sadness.
Which starts to break down at temperatures needed for most fireworks. Now you know.
Wow.
It's good to know.
The biggest fireworks display of all time was the New Year celebration in the Philippines in 2016. It started at the stroke of midnight and continued for over an hour in the pouring rain. 810,000 fireworks were used. In America, fireworks are partially legal in 33 states. In 13 states, they are fully legal. Hawaii, Nevada, and Wyoming, it's up to each individual county. And in Massachusetts, fireworks are completely illegal. And legal fireworks can only have a minimum of 50 milligrams of pyrotechnic composition. And if it's missing a warning label, it's probably illegal. And those are your neato facts about fireworks.
That's neat.
Neato.
Thank you.
Hey, here's a question, random question.
Go.
Is it okay to park at a gas pump and go inside the gas station without getting any gas?
No.
Depends. Because if you're at a gas station where there's a car and there's 50 pumps and there's nothing happening, it's like, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean? Like parking in a parking space? I guess if all the spaces are packed, then yes, that's okay. But why on earth would you want to do that? It's more
Is
walking.
that the unwritten gas station rule?
Kind of, yeah.
I think it would. Yes, depends on like how many pumps there are and how busy it is too. But yeah, I had a gas station. I got a little heated at a gas station out in Washington yesterday because I pulled in. It was full. It was right off 40 Fire. This lady comes out, wood panel PT Cruiser. I'm sitting there waiting to pull up to a pump. I need gas.
Mm-hmm.
This lady takes her sweet ass time, gets in her car. Then I'm like, cool, she's about to pull out. In there fiddling around in the console, gets a cigarette out. Of course, she smokes in her car.
Yep.
Wood panel PT Cruiser. Legally, you have to.
Yes.
Lights a cig in the car. She's like looking in the mirror. She's like on her phone. Like she can see me. I'm not behind her either. I'm looking at her. She's pulling her gas tank's on the passenger side. Mine's on the driver's side. So I'm facing her.
Yeah.
Clearly waiting to pull in. And she took at least 4 minutes before she pulled out.
Isn't that kind?
Maybe she thought you were checking her out.
I wasn't. She knew what was up. There were lots of people waiting to get in behind pumps.
But
Like
she took her sweet ass time.
she just did, and I'm like, either are you that oblivious, or are you just like,
I'm going to make them wait.
this is my pump until I decide it's not.
Right.
Was that like
I'm
her
sending a
power
message.
trip? Was that her PT Cruiser power trip?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the
that's-
only time that she's in control of her situation.
Yeah, she gets to finally be a leader.
Yeah. Boy, I was sitting in my car just getting hot under the collar.
And losing gas.
You didn't go knock on the window?
No, what are you going to do?
No, I'm not a psycho.
You s-
Smoking at a pump. People still do it, huh?
Hey,
yeah.
we were at Captain Jim's. We were giving away stuff.
People are lighting up there.
I mean, we had a tent, and under the tent, there were a ton of fireworks. Mm-hmm. And I remember calling somebody's name out to win a prize, and I go, who's smoking?
Right.
I put it out.
Who's smoking a cigarette here? Moron! You're going to kill us all!
Yeah.
No, is it okay? So, okay, so you get gas. You're done with your gas transaction. Is it okay to just go inside, get whatever you got to get, or should you gas only and then move on as soon as you're done?
I think if you're getting gas, you get a pass.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to pay at the pump because so many people were like stealing credit cards out there. I go in and pay
Okay.
a lot. And a lot of places, they don't work. Half the gas stations I go to, I'll put my... when I am in a hurry, they never work.
You need to come out to the county. Our gas
I know.
station
What's
pay at the
going
pump
on?
works. And they don't steal it from you, pal.
Shut up, you Richies. So I think if you go in, do your business, prepay, you got as long as you're pumping gas at some point.
Now, what if there's no spots for the convenience store, and the only spot would be an empty pump?
I think that's okay. Because you're still spending money. So,
know.
I mean, I don't like it, but
It's a gray area.
Well, I had yesterday when the lady did that to me, I went in, paid for my gas, came out, saw I was at the pump that had a diesel. Because there's a lot of people that's like, if you don't drive a diesel, you shouldn't be at the diesel pump.
Yeah.
But they also have unleaded there. It was the only one that was open, but I was in a hurry. I saluted the guy, and I'm like, I got this, brother. And I was holding the pump, squeezing it extra hard.
Yeah.
Got out of there. I was a pit crew. I was like, time me. Time me, dude. I'm out. 27 seconds later,
whoa.
$50 worth of gas, and I'm out of there. Peeled out.
Well, I bring this up. There's going to be a lot of people on the road in the next couple days.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of stops at gas stations. Going to be a lot of stops for snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a weak dad.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed is
What do you mean if you're a weak dad?
We're not stopping for snacks.
I like stopping once.
Yeah.
I packed a cooler of tuna.
No, that's always Mom. Mom always brings the snacks from home. Dad's always like, we're going to stop once, and this is where I'm going to go off the rails. This is where I'm going to get the road snacks that I wouldn't normally have because, Mom, whenever you have a
Peanut butter sandwich.
bag of Doritos in the house, she looks at you like you brought poison in.
Yeah.
We have.
Bugles.
The most delicious type of poison.
Mom's the one that says, no, we're not going to buy anything. I packed us apples. Get out of here, Mom.
Yay. No, you stopped at Buc-ee's, right? And that place, it's one of those where they have a million pumps, and they have a million pumps with empty cars.
Yes.
And you can find no spots still.
Right.
Because everyone parks there like dummies.
My mother-in-law lives near Springfield near the new Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
And she refuses to go.
Because of parking, right?
No, she's just appalled by the whole experience. And I'm like, but it's so great.
It is great. And it's cheaper gas.
What does she find appalling about it?
I don't know. I don't think she likes the size and the spectacle of it all.
She wants to start with an F, maybe?
Maybe.
The size of it? What?
I don't know. She doesn't like it.
It's
And
too
she's a
big?
nice lady.
It's too expansive?
It's too expansive. She doesn't like how many. There's 75
I
pumps.
like small gas stations.
Yeah. See? They also got rid of the come and goes, right? Those are phasing out.
Those are
Yeah,
done.
they went to
they were bought
Maverick
out.
that just got bought out
Yeah, they were
already,
bought out.
so it's
So-
dumb.
But
Dumb company.
tomorrow is going to be the busiest day on the road. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow and Sunday the 7th.
So fill up today.
So tomorrow the 3rd and then Sunday the 7th are going to be the busiest times to be on the road. As usual, the worst times to be on the road are when everyone wants to be driving. So between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m., it's going to be a nightmare. So AAA suggests driving in the morning. But there's relief at the gas pump. Gas prices are lower than last year when the national average was $3.53. Gas prices are expected to continue going down leading up to the 4th. Current average is $3.44, so it's, a little less than last year. And if you're flying, man, airports are slammed around the holidays, so do yourself a favor. Aim to get to the airport at least an hour and a half, 2 hours early,
Okay.
in case you're flying anywhere.
Let me get your guys' thoughts on this. Going to Six Flags on Friday, July 5th. Is it going to be crazy?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be not so much?
Oh, it's going to be
Oh, it's
crazy.
gonna be crazy.
Be bananas.
People go out of town, people are at the lake. You
Nope.
think it's going to be insane?
Yeah.
It'll be
They're
fun,
going
though.
to do fireworks.
I'm not going to be there for that. I'm going to be there from
But
gates
everyone else
to
is
about 3
going to
o'clock.
be there in preparation for that.
They'll
The fact
get
that
there
you
early.
aren't going to stay doesn't mean they're not going to.
Get there
There's going to
early.
be a lot of who's driving in
Yeah.
wanting to see that fireworks show the Six Flags is going to do.
Getting
on
fast
on
pass.
Friday night. I don't think, is there a fast pass at Six Flags?
There is.
Yeah, there is.
All my
Wow.
mom friends told me. I'm
There
going
is.
with the
It's
kids.
worth it.
What's possessing you to go to Six Flags?
My best friend and two of my best friends. One friend is bringing her children who've never gone to Six Flags. I'm going to be there for their first experience.
That's cool.
And then my friend Abby, she's a cool mom. She gets the season pass for the kiddos, and she wants another adult to go to ride all the crazy stuff, and I will go as tribute.
Is it just
Yeah,
you
that'll
guys
be
or
fun, then.
was her husband Matt?
Yeah.
What's his name?
No, the men are not going. The men are working.
Ladies only.
Oh,
Ladies
man.
only.
Smart.
Six Flags Day. Everybody gets whatever they
Get a
want.
fast pass.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hot moms on the asphalt.
I got
You
new
heard-
shorts. This is big.
Whoa, you're going shorts.
I know. The gams are going to be out.
Well, it's going to be swampy.
It is. Well, and I'm prepped. Went to Target the other day. Decided I want these kind of Airwick shorts that are like next to nothing, And they're like trunks, essentially. So if you have swamp ass, it's like being at the pool.
Yeah, you're going to ride the tidal wave anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you going to Hurricane Harbor?
I don't know if we're going to do Hurricane Harbor, but we'll do the log flume or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flume or the tidal wave. Get your little.
Oh, it's going to be crowded.
Oh, it's going
It'll
to
be fun.
It's going to be crowded on Friday and Saturday.
Dang it. Bummer.
Are you still going up to go see Bret Michaels on
Thursday?
Thursday?
If it doesn't rain.
It's supposed to rain.
Will Pelly's in that Beastie Boys tribute.
Our buddy
No
Will
way.
from Rockstar
From
Taco.
Rockstar Tacos, and he texted me yesterday. He goes, "Are you coming out?" I go, "Yeah, man, as long as it doesn't rain."
Where's
Like,
this at?
This is at the Heritage
Fallon,
Fest.
Missouri, the Ozzie Smith Sports Complex.
Like, don't the
right
weather
next
gods
to Carshield Field.
know it's America Week? Like, what is going on?
The weather's supposed to be nasty on Thursday. Evening storms, they're saying.
I know.
Which sucks. because we were going to go up too.
I know.
Because I love my Posse in Effect. I'm a big Beastie Boys fan and would love to see Bret Michaels.
For free.
For free.
Yeah.
He's going to really be hamming it up on.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna be
He's already
wild.
given it up for the troops and everything.
Oh, my
That's
gosh.
4th of July, dude. He's going to be in full effect.
Well, my question is, if it
American
gets,
flag bandana.
if-
I'm calling it.
Oh, the hat. The hat is
Guaranteed.
out.
Legally has to.
If it does get rained out, where does Bret Michaels go to still have an American experience? The casino?
He doesn't go anywhere.
He goes to Cabo.
We need to know.
He's not going anywhere. It's O'Fallon, Missouri, or nowhere.
Or no Fallon.
Yeah, O'Fallon or no Fallon.
Really disappointing. Like, can we open up like Family Arena or the Dome and we can all pack in there for America?
Yeah.
Shoot some stuff in there.
You have my support
Let's
on
go.
Now I'm going to Def Leppard Journey on Saturday.
Look at you. It's going to be good.
that. It's also very American.
Very American, yes.
Def Leppard's opening up their tour here in St. Louis.
Oh, that's the first show of the tour?
Oh, cool.
It's going to be an elderly show, dude.
No, man.
Good luck finding.
It's
Hot
going to be
babes.
fun. But it's okay.
I was at the last one, and it is everybody dresses to the nines. The hair is teased up. It looks like 1987 all over
Yeah, it's going to
again.
be great.
Gosh.
Busch Stadium, huh? Busch Stadium, Saturday night.
Perfection.
All right. Listen, Def Leppard's Hysteria was the first cassette tape I ever got.
Cool.
I can't wait for you to see the juxtaposition of the lead singer versus the hot guitarist. One guy's taking really good care of himself, and the other guy has aged. Like normally.
Yeah, Joe Elliott is looking his age. What's it, Colin?
Phil Collin.
Phil Collin, yes, the guitarist who's
That guy's
shredded.
still ripped, got like the door knocker nipple piercings.
Yeah.
He's greased
Phil
up.
Collin,
He's baby
yes.
oiled up, no shirt. He's running all over the stage, dude, looking like
Vegan bacon. Yes.
vegan bacon. Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
He
Ugh.
looks like a strip of
He's
vegan
vegan?
bacon. Oh, yeah. That's why he looks so damn good. He's older than everybody in that band, and he's killing it.
That dude is shredded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's probably more than vegetables going into that
you
body.
I'll give you a full report on Monday. And if it doesn't rain on Thursday, I'd love to go up there.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of play it by ear. If there's no lightning and it's just going to be muddy, we'll go. But if it's going to be downpour, we won't go.
Oh, somebody said they could see Bret Michaels go to the Bottleneck Blues Bar if it rains.
Rumor has it he's playing there after that.
No, don't start that.
Let's start that
Don't
rumor.
start that
Darn it.
rumor.
Darn it. I thought,
Don't start that rumor.
because we'll all show up.
Don't start that. I don't want no part of that. That's
Just
King
like
Scott
the Foo
saying
Fighters
that.
playing
No,
that.
no, Stone Temple
Oh,
Pilots.
Stone Temple Pilots. That's what it was, yeah.
After Point Fest, Stone
Oh,
Temple
geez.
Pilots was allegedly playing the Bottleneck Blues Bar. We all went.
And they didn't show
We
up.
got tricked.
He did.
Yeah.
Who was there?
The boss said
Tommy
it.
the
Yeah,
boss was the only
everybody
one.
Tommy the
was
boss
But
was
who was actually playing?
It wound up being some cover band, and
I
they
thought
were
it
very
was
good.
fun, yeah.
Stone Temple bus drivers.
They were very good. No, it was supposed to be the cover band was supposed to play, and then it was going to be a surprise Stone Temple Pilots set.
I like that band name.
Can we
And
start a band
never-
called Stone Temple Bus Drivers? 'Cause I
never-
feel like that
it
would
never
be
happened.
really excellent.
We need that.
It never happened. Hey, before we hit the Team Riz Member of the Day, I do want to. I wanted to do this yesterday during 6 Time Fun Facts, but we ran out of time. So I'm going to give you a scenario, and this will be a fun little go around the room thing. I'll give you a scenario, and you tell me if you would date them or if this person should date them or ditch them.
Ooh. I got something for that. Before you get into that.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
damn.
I got some, like, I told you yesterday I had a couple Rafe Does Reddit stories that I was
Yes.
like, man, you guys didn't know. Are we familiar with the term passport bro in this room?
Passport bro.
Passport.
What do you think
bro.
a passport bro is?
Like a guy who goes out and if you're in a different city, you can get it on with people.
No.
Okay.
Any other guesses?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like,
Maybe.
No.
like if you're in a different country, then it's okay to.
incorrect.
No, you get stamps for each type of chick you lay.
Oh.
Passport bro.
No, that's cool. That'd be cooler.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, like.
Is it just showing that you travel?
like
Asian
nerdy
woman.
chick, Asian chick,
I'm going to read you
white
this.
mom.
You're getting
I got my
closer.
MILF stamp.
Okay.
Yeah, MILF's in my.
I got my MILF
I went
stamp.
to MILFstania.
My Chesterfield MILF stamp.
MILFistan.
No, what's a passport, bro?
So passport bro, I'm going to read you this because this is.
Oh,
I want to hear your.
passport. I thought you said something else.
What did you think I said?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Had nothing for it.
Ah.
My 22-year-old female, 24-year-old boyfriend is a passport bro, and I had no idea. I've been with my boyfriend for 8 months. It's going really well until a few days ago. A little backstory. I'm Central European. He's American. Said he settled in my country because of work opportunities. We met in a coffee house. I work as a barista. We've been dating. It's been great. Fast forward to last week. He asked me to help him with some documentation. I was happy to do so, as I know the language is hard to understand and translate. When I was searching online on his laptop, I stumbled across some weird websites. They were all about passport bros. Didn't even know what the hell that was at first. Basically, it had tips on how to settle in foreign countries, where to find a, quote, traditional bride, end quote. Which country has the most beautiful and subservient women? I was shocked and so confused. I know I shouldn't have done excuse me, I know I shouldn't have done it, but I wanted to gain clarity and checked his profile on these websites. He had full-on conversations about Eastern European countries, European women, how easy and hard it is to take them out on dates, if it would be better to settle down in Asia instead because the women are more subservient there, and so on. He decided to settle down in my country. I feel dehumanized and fetishized, and put into a lumped category with all the women from my country. Also, our whole relationship has been built on a lie because he told me he settled here for a job offer. After I found this stuff, I took a few pictures as proof, made up an excuse to go home. He's tried to reach out a few times. I've been ignoring his calls.
So a passport bro would be somebody who goes to a country to look for a wife or a...
Yes, so this lady found out, to sum that all up, that this guy had come to her country. There's these passport bro Reddit threads that are crazy, telling you like what countries to go to. It's basically like wife shopping for like subservient women that will be like take more traditional backseat roles to men.
And they're not looking for citizenship? Because I would assume that's what they're doing is trying to get dual citizenship.
No.
So what's his end game? His end game is to wife this woman up and then what? Go back to his native country?
Yeah, I don't know if it's to stay there, native country, or just to like, it's to go. A lot of people go to like Japan and other like native countries where women tend to play more subservient roles. Mm-hmm. And they try to wife up. So I guess my question is this, what are your thoughts on this? Is this wrong?
Yeah, I think she should run if that's not what she...
For this lady, for sure, she should get the hell out of Dodge because she didn't know. But I mean, I would think that maybe other women don't know either. I wouldn't think this is something they advertise. I don't think they go and be like, hey, I'm a passport bro. You subservient?
Oh, and this is not an uncommon thing. Well,
no, there's Reddit threads to this of like guys giving each other advice on what countries have the best, most malleable, easiest women to date and marry.
I mean, as long as it's a consensual relationship, I mean, that sucks that that's what they're looking for. They're looking for subservient women. Like that's a type of person that they're narrowing it down to. But as long as it's consensual.
Yeah. Is this like the flip of the gold digger?
Well, it's almost like mail order brides. I was like, ugh, I was just like cringed at
This feels like one step.
Mail order brides. Again, is that a real thing?
I don't know. I mean, every time I would hear about it, and it wasn't always the stereotype of
is
like
that
a Russian
real thing?
woman.
Right.
You were mad about UPS delivering 50-pound bags of dog food. Imagine a Ukrainian woman getting dropped off.
Like the mail order bride thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says that there's international marriage agencies.
To me,
that sounds like human trafficking stuff.
I'm just curious if you guys
think, it sounds like human trafficking.
To me, I'm like, is this the flip side of like a gold digger who's like, hey, this young girl wants to be this old rich guy because she likes the sugar daddy lifestyle.
Well, if she's into him and that lifestyle and he's getting his and it's two consensual adults, then what's wrong with
But what I'm wondering is, do these women know
that's what
they think they found love?
Right.
And what they really found was a domineering guy.
Right.
Or is he
an insecure guy?
Is it love and that's what he wants? He doesn't want to, he wants that position, that role in life.
Yeah.
He's more the strong leader and he gets to do that and he enjoys it. And
yeah, it doesn't seem strong to me if you have to leave the country and seek out someone who's already like if you're specifically seeking out like docile partners, that doesn't seem like a strength to me. That seems like a weak man who wants to appear strong.
Well, it sounds like a guy that wants to experience other parts of the world.
Well, and I don't think there's a full consensual reading here because somebody is going to be left in the dark, and it's going to be the woman. And then so how is she feeling? Like if she feels like, oh, here comes this American man into our country he's here and we fell in love, and then she never knows. And that's not consensual then. That's deceitful. So there's no way for it to actually be fully consensual. So no, I don't like this.
So what does subservient mean, though?
I think it just means like, to me, it just means from the Reddit threads I read, these guys are specifically looking for like
a subordinate
woman who is like, she doesn't talk to anyone but me. She takes care of my needs at home. She waits on me hand and foot.
She's not going to go rogue.
Traditional wife.
Rights.
She's not going to lip off.
Yeah.
It's very, very like.
That's an extreme.
But that's what these guys want. That's what these passport bros specifically are cultivating.
In that
that's
definition.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is awful.
But if you want,
she will never turn me down sexually.
If a guy is looking for a woman, a wife who is going to take care of the kids and take care of the house, and
yeah, she wants to manage the home and all that, and
that's essentially you're looking for a housekeeper, a concubine.
But to never leave the house and to never talk to anybody else and to
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Then that's the extreme.
yeah, that
is extreme.
That's messed up.
Okay.
Because also, wouldn't you want your spouse to be
happy,
really strong and powerful as well, so you guys
Sounds
can
like
have
these
a very
guys don't want
successful
that.
marriage?
They just
These
don't
guys
want the
do not.
hassle.
These do not want these. It sounds like these guys do not want that.
Yeah.
These
I'm against
passport
it.
bros.
Yeah, it seems weird to me. I didn't know it was a thing. I've never heard of it before.
I like
Wow.
my definition of passport bro, but it's for everybody.
Yeah.
Where you can just, you can go through life and date a million types of people and have love and sex and all sorts of stuff.
I do like the
Everyone.
stamping your passport of every type of mate you get.
Yeah. Makes you feel like, you go through your own passport of sexual partners and you go, man, I've not been very adventurous.
I am not well traveled.
Yeah.
I'm banned in 3 of these countries.
All right, next.
Interesting. Oh, okay, this one. I found my wife's secret Google account, and I'm sick to my stomach.
Oh, no.
Check this out.
Okay.
What would you guys, this is crazy. 36, met my wife, Bailey, 33. 9 years ago, mutual coworkers hit it off immediately. I just left a toxic relationship. Terrible woman. Was abusive, long-term. I had her blocked on everything since we broke up. Got married right after the tail end of the pandemic, bought our first house, had a daughter together. Had a blast being a dad. It's a dream come true. Till last Monday. My laptop battery crapped the bed. I opened my wife's work tablet, attached keyboard, to set up some tax stuff. She wasn't home. It was just me and the baby. Never asked permission to use each other's devices. I opened up a Google incognito tab that happened to be open on her computer. Never in a million years did I expect to discover what I did. My wife had a secret Google account with a photo album called XX. So I clicked on it. Did I discover an affair? Nudes? No. It was a Google album of over 300 photos, 348 actually, of my ex-girlfriend. The woman I was with right before I met her. The woman who tormented and made me feel worthless. The album said it was started right around the time Bailey and I started dating 9 years ago. There were even pictures from my ex's yearbooks, including candid shots with her family on vacation. I didn't know how she found her high school yearbook photos, photos from vacations, ID photos from work, pictures of her in crowds, screenshots of videos, just her, not other people. Everyone else would be scribbled out. The photo was cropped and zoomed just on my ex. Other disturbing things I found, too. Another album just zoomed up of pictures of my ex's hair. I started to think about it and realized Bailey had started wearing her hair different, like my ex, and had very identifiable hair type. Another album was screenshots of comments on social media, public posts. My ex is very low-key on social media. I can't imagine the lengths my wife went to find these. My ex literally lives in another country.
Okay, so
this person is like, and he goes on to say,
is it his wife?
His wife was stalking the ex and making herself look and act like her, all the way down to, it says, there was a Google tab of the exact outfits my ex was wearing in photos, blouses and trousers. My wife would go looking for them, even specific water bottles she was holding and carrying.
What movie was that? Was it Single White Female?
I think so, where she starts to look like her roommate.
It's reverse Single White Female.
Right.
It's wild. She says everything feels like a lie, or love feels like a lie. I threw up and had a panic attack. I felt betrayed. I want to take my daughter and run.
I
is a
couldn't
wild one.
imagine finding that folder.
Right.
What would you do? You're married. You have a child. Even just say married. You've been married for 9 years.
That's
Or
a
you've been
long
together
time.
9 years. You've been married for 5.
That's a long time.
You find a Google folder. You realize that your current spouse has been stalking your ex and modeling themselves after them.
It's deep insecurity. Like, it sounds like this person is not secure within herself, and so she wanted to see what his previous relationship, the qualities of her, and emulate them or imitate them and adopt
we'd
them.
definitely be doing some therapy.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
man.
We would definitely be doing some therapy first to see what this is all about. Because this is not the person that I.
Married.
This
You'd
is
stay. You'd try to stay.
if you get to the root of it and if you cleanse it out and go, hey, what was up with it? What's going on? And they were honest or could be informational about what that was all about. I mean, it's crazy, but if you love that person, you have a life built with them and you feel like it's an honest reasoning, I mean, maybe there's some salvaging that relationship. Maybe.
Would you even think that you're in love with them at that point, though?
Right. Like, who are they really?
When did they start
Yeah.
doing this?
Immediately.
Immediately.
Within
good
2
point.
weeks of them dating, he said there were pictures dating back in the file till the first 2 weeks they started dating. Like, she started this 9 years ago and has kept it going.
Man, throwing a kid in there is complicating the situation.
Yeah.
For sure.
Would you rather just find out they cheated?
Than that?
Then
At
these two
least it's-
scenarios, she cheated, she banged someone on a work trip, or
People cheat
she's
all
been emulating your ex for 9
people
years and you
cheat
don't know.
people cheat all the time. There's been, there's a lot of case study on that.
That's what I'm saying.
With this is
Yeah, but
this
is
is
it
where
more hurtful than this? Than not being who you actually are?
Well, yeah.
And imitating
That's
for
wild.
9 years. Like, I agree with you. Who is she? Who is she really?
right,
then?
and
That
she's
would-
taken on the personality of your ex
I mean,
So
because she's
wild.
trying to emulate her and has been doing it for so long.
are you guys curious at all about your partner's exes? Like, you ever in your timeline of being with your person, like, because I've been curious about Tim's exes. They're all gorgeous, and a lot of them were named Ashley. Like, I have asked the questions in our 14
No, I don't
years
think
of being
guys want to
together.
know.
Really?
My wife likes to know, and
You've never seen a photograph or been curious about what
No.
Niels' exes look like?
No, I don't care.
I think that's interesting.
but she tried to mimic the one you dated before they tried to kill you or anything? Has she ever tried that?
What if I found the folder?
How'd she do it?
The psycho.
No, do guys really want to? Do guys care about
I
what
don't know. I'm asking.
their partner's exes look like? I don't know. I don't care.
I cared. And honestly, like,
I never did care.
Yeah, I'm
Tim's
better
exes
than-
were all hot, tan, six-pack abs, blonde, gorgeous. And I'm like, how did you end up with this, man? Like, I don't look anything like any of his exes, which is great.
That's what you think, though.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It was like a secret one.
I found out over the weekend when Tina's exes had a huge hog. That's not a fun thing to find out.
Did she tell you that directly?
He's a
or
farmer?
when did that
we were
come
just
up?
talking about it. We were just talking in a group about it, and she's like, "Yeah, one of my exes had it was like 3 bananas." I go, "What?
A monkey.
3 bananas long? And
Three
she
bananas
goes-
end to end?
She's like 1 banana
Like a
long,
bundle?
3 bananas wide."
Whoa.
And I was like, "Oh man, I'm throwing a hot dog down the hallway. I had no idea. What
Plantain bananas?
the hell's going on with you?"
Yeah, that's a plantain.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild.
it's a while. Like, it didn't bother me, but it's like something I'm like, I could have gone maybe my whole life not knowing that. But
Yeah,
whatever.
it's a psycho, and
It's a Lifetime original
This
series.
is a different. This is like Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy kind of
yeah,
setting.
for real.
Isn't that wild though?
yeah,
That would like be earth shattering.
of course it would be.
Yeah.
Like, it would suck to find out someone cheated, but you can deal with that. You can just be like, all right, what's going on?
Yeah, and that happens all the time.
Moment of weakness, were you drunk? Whatever.
Oh, is she hot? It
don't know.
matters.
They didn't have any
Yeah.
pictures.
That's a very
It matters.
good
Is she
question.
hot?
All right, we got to take a break. All right, and today's Team Riz Member of the Day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Head up happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6 for $4 pizza, burgers, or wings. Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Festus, Missouri, Brendan Hall is our team listener today. Brendan has been a loyal listener of the show since 2014 and became a Rizvangelist during his tour of the Middle East. Well, thank you for your service, sir.
What his band sounds like.
Loves the dynamics between the members of the show. Has been waiting for the perfect opportunity to enter the prestigious ranks of the Pork Steak Army.
Oh.
Is a fan of my glowing optimism, Rafe's jokes, King Scott's presence, and is forever grateful to the Riz Show for providing him with unlimited entertainment. Well, thank you, Brendan. Brendan Hall from Festus is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get Super Sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. I will take a break. We'll come back with some news. It is 7:16. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. First look, Lern coming at you.
And it's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Bommarito 500 at WWT Raceway. It's not just a race, it is a spectacle. So go to WWTRaceway.com because the first deal is the best deal. Pretty normal out there. No accidents to report at this time. Your point weather will be 93 is the high today. Really sunny. Low of 67. Overnight storms developing into tomorrow morning. So around 5 a.m., those thunderstorms are going to begin. Right now it is 69 degrees and gorgeous at 7:16.
What an absolute honor. This is first Ho-Ho show of 2017. Headliner tonight, Rise Against, Tim McElrath from Rise Against. Absolute pleasure to meet you, man.
Good to be here, yeah.
So, okay, a couple of things that I wanted to ask you about, but I think I'm going to kind of start on the serious side of things, if that's all right
Let's
with you.
do it.
It is an...
I will not accept infestation on my house. Nope. I don't like bugs. I don't like them in the house. I don't like them in the backyard. Mosquitoes, ticks. Listen, I want to hang out outside and not be eaten alive. And that's why I have been a long-time customer of Amco Ranger Termite and Pest Solutions. They've been doing it since 1965. Why should you hire a professional pest control service? You want to protect your family. You want to protect your property. And Amco Ranger is your one source for all pest control needs. They offer a complete line of pest control solutions to take your yard back from mosquitoes and ticks, stop ants, spiders, and roaches from moving into the house, protect your big's investment, your home from costly termite damage, prevent mice from spreading disease and damaging your property, and so much more. Amco Ranger, hundreds of 5-star reviews on Google, and your satisfaction is guaranteed. Locally owned by the same family for almost 60 years, this is contrasted by a lot of the other pest control companies who are new to the industry and owned by a big investment firm just looking for high returns. And with Amco Ranger, never any gimmicks or high-pressure sales tactics. You will never see Amco Ranger riding around on a hoverboard, bothering people during dinner time at their house with high-pressure sales pitches and lies about having contracts with the neighbors. There is no bill that lives on this block. Amco Ranger, 636-441-BUGS, online at amcoranger.com, AMCORanger.com, protecting what matters since 1965.
Hey, we're the Interrupters! And we're here with our new friends Sarah and Donnie from The Point. We're at Music Record Shop and we're gonna go get some records.
Reggae and ska. This record is going to change your life. It really is. This is nightclub, gangsters, Rudy, A Message to You, Rat Race, man, Ghost Town. So we come, Interrupters, before we come out on stage, we play Ghost Town, and it's on this. You just have to get, this is, I insist that you get that one.
Okay.
If you were gonna get a Ramones record, are you a fan of the Ramones?
I don't know, a lot of times I hear songs and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that song. I just can't remember who
like,
it was.
I Wanna Be Sedated. And like Blitzkrieg Bop. So this is their second record and it's really good.
In 8th grade, I went to Catholic school. I had to walk from my school to my parents' office. And in between the school and the office was a reggae record store. Like it was a record store, mostly just reggae. From school until then, that most of my time was spent at that record shop.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of where
Yeah,
like
and the
pretty
owner
much.
of that record shop was like, check this out. It's called incense, and you burn it. And I was like, cool.
Check this out. It's kind of like incense, but it makes it feel fun.
And then he was like, check this out. He's like, you're really gonna like this. Because I was like, I really like Nirvana. And he was like, if you like Nirvana, you're really gonna like this. And he put on Bad Brains. And I was like,
This slaps. We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I'm getting all of these records. I'm getting this record.
It's here, and it's hotter than hell out there. It's only going to get hotter, so don't cool the outside this year. Call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. They use super spacer technology from NASA, dude. NASA, dude. They put a man on the moon, and they can keep your house cool. Super spacer keeps the edge of the glass cooler, holds the window seal longer, and makes the windows last 5 times longer than any other window system, so your windows from Universal Windows Direct perform better and last longer. Plus, they back it all up with a true lifetime warranty for as long as you own your home, plus 20 years to the next homeowner. Call Universal Windows Direct today, 314-334-2522, and for every 2 windows you get 2 free. Buy 2, get 2, buy 4, get 4. You get it. There's no limit. Plus 0% financing for 5 years. That's 60 months. You don't pay a dime over cost. There's no better time to update your windows with Universal Windows Direct. It means extra protection from the elements, consistent temp in your home, increased energy efficiency, and reduced cooling costs, plus a quieter, more comfortable home. Call 314-334-2522. Schedule your free in-home estimate today. Plus, don't forget about the 0% financing for 60 months. And if you tell them I told you to call, you get $250 off your next project. For the last windows you ever need, go to UWD.com, and like me, you will be saying, I love my windows.
All right, Point Fest 2022. It is Liv, and I am so excited. As you know, this is one of my favorite bands ever. The Struts, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
That was
Thank
a
you for being
lovely
here.
introduction.
So
Thank
excited.
You for
So to start, I actually have a prop because I met you guys several years ago. It was backstage at a show, and Luke, you had disappeared for a moment, and I missed an autograph on my favorite piece of merch ever.
Here we go. There's a badge on your bag as well with the Struts on.
So,
Flag. Flag.
if you would be so kind,
Of
my
course.
friend.
Do you have a pen?
I do.
Fantastic. Of course I will.
That's been waiting there
Since
in
2019.
anticipation.
It's been on my wall, and I'm like,
Oh, that's a
damn
big
it, I
day.
don't have Luke.
Seize the opportunity.
Exactly. I have you guys hostage, so I kind of had to. Thank you so very much.
Pleasure. I'm sorry I didn't sign it
You
before.
had a show to get ready for. That's
I was
totally
getting
fine.
ready. Oh,
you
that
were,
makes
you
sense.
were. You didn't just like bail on me.
No. Okay.
So we got the Struts here. You guys have a lot of new things going on this year. You got a new label. You got a new logo. You got a new single, which I can only assume is there a new album in the works.
Yeah, we've been well. Officially, we started working on a new record like in February.
Okay.
And then we've sort of honed in even harder on the making of it since coming back to LA for the last, like,
I don't know.
2-3 weeks or so.
Oh, wow.
The aim is to get it done by the end of the year.
Perfect.
All polished and ready to go.
So tell me a little bit about the contrast in, I guess you're making an album the old-fashioned way versus during 2020 when the pandemic hit and you guys quarantined for 10 days and busted out an album.
Yeah, it's very different. It's kind of getting back to, I guess not what we're kind of used to, but maybe a way. Well, we're basically doing it the way the first 2 records were kind of done.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more thought out.
Sure, less pressure.
We actually tried doing it the same way that we did Strange Days back in about February. Yeah, we tried it.
Dr. Foley and Foley Dental Group in Glen Carbon. They've been my dentist for a long, long time now. Now, they do everything from regular checkups to implants to pediatrics. Let me talk about pediatrics for a second. An issue that Foley Dental identifies and treats for kids is sleep-disordered breathing. Now, what is that? That's considered a silent epidemic among kids. Sleep disordered breathing not only refers to breathing difficulties during sleep, but also a root cause for many other symptoms that kids frequently exhibit. These sleep issues stem from airway disruption during sleep. As a kid's breathing is restricted, their body reacts in a way that results in lower oxygen levels, higher heart rate, higher blood pressure. Closed baby teeth can result in this. And closed baby teeth can often signify that a kid's dental arches are too narrow. Since adult teeth are bigger and wider than baby teeth, this could be an issue if there isn't enough room for the adult teeth to grow in and the teeth begin to crowd together or protrude. So what are your next steps here? If you think your kid may be experiencing sleep disorder breathing, we're talking bedwetting, chronic allergies, depression, snoring, nightmares, inability to focus. These are all symptoms of sleep disorder breathing. Be proactive and contact Foley Dental. They have an amazing team of general dentists, one of whom has 14 years of experience in pediatrics. For all your pediatric and general dentistry needs, the experts at Foley have you and your kids covered. Foley Dental Group in Glen Carbon, FoleyDentalGroup.com. Program phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Short week, huh? We got today and tomorrow, then we're off. We're going to play the song lyrics game today. That's fun. Give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets for the Imagine Dragons show, tickets to go see Limp Bizkit, tickets to go see Wage War, and tickets to go see Blues Traveler. All right, now let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
You know, I meant to talk about this yesterday. You know that hit and run near Ted Drew's that killed that high school kid?
Yes.
This is a couple
back in
years ago,
2022.
right?
Yeah, they just sentenced the driver, the person who hit and killed this kid. Remember, he was a kid that went to CBC.
Yeah.
17-year-old CBC student, Matthew Nicolai. So how much time do you think the guy who hit somebody and then ran, how much time do you think they got? How much time do you think they were sentenced?
Well, the way you're setting this up, it's going to sound like it's way too short.
120 days.
Whoa. 120 days.
Were they arrested already or something and in jail the last couple of years?
No, and this is from STL Today. A guy who hit and killed a St. Louis teen crossing the street outside of Ted Drew's on Chippewa. Drove away from the scene, was sentenced last week to 120 days in prison. Family members of the victim, again, 17-year-old CBC student, Matthew Nicolai, they're pissed.
Yeah.
They're pissed. They're frustrated. Sentence they feel is way too light.
And it was a hit and run?
It was hit and run. So Jacob Adler, 27 years old, pleaded guilty to leaving the scene after killing Matthew on July 29th, 2022, as he crossed the street towards Ted Drew's, crossed Chippewa.
So
Jacob also admitted to attempting to tamper with physical evidence by taking his Ford F-150 to a repair shop the day after the crash. As part of this deal with prosecutors, Jacob was sentenced to 120 days of a shock prison term, followed by probation. If he violates the probation, he will get a 5-year prison sentence. And by the way, when Matthew was killed, that was the second time in about 2 months that somebody walking was killed while crossing Chippewa in front of Ted Drew's. Second time in 2 months back in 2022.
Jeez.
So city officials were like, oh, we'll fix this. We're going to fix the problem.
Yeah.
It's a busy street, doesn't have a designated crosswalk, doesn't have a median for pedestrians to walk. And, yeah, they still haven't gotten that done.
Well, they got busier, more things to deal with. But who's the judge? What's his name? That's the judge you want, man. This guy doesn't care.
Well, city officials said in December of 2023, hey, we're putting together the money for the fixes, and construction should begin any time. But as of last Friday, city officials are still finishing designs for the project. So 2 years on, no changes. They're thinking better lighting, crosswalk for pedestrians, a signal, center median, and a barrier to encourage people to cross at a crosswalk. But I don't think any of that stuff's been done yet.
I had to look up shock incarceration.
Yeah, I want to know what that is.
It's boot camp. It's essentially there's one in DuQuoin behind the state fairgrounds. So, which is interesting because this guy's not very young. 27's not that young.
He's got no record, so he's got no
He
other.
go to a military-style prison boot camp for 6 months, and that's supposed to shit like
This
the
is
shock of that.
So this is a 120-day shock prison term.
That's 6 months, right? Or what is that?
4 months, right?
Okay, so he's going to military-style work camp.
4 months.
For 4 months, and then 5 years probation?
5 years probation, yeah. So if he violates probation, he'll go to prison for 5 years. Well, the family of the victim, Matthew, they've been frustrated with the whole legal process part of this. It took almost 2 years for the case to be resolved.
I don't know why they'd be frustrated. This seems like the best outcome ever, you know?
Well, the crash happened around 8 p.m. Matthew and his cousin were crossing Chippewa, heading to Ted Drew's. Matthew was hit by the pickup. So pickup was going west. Matthew then tumbled into an eastbound lane and was hit by another car. The other car stopped to help. The pickup, being driven by Jacob, drove on. Police found out Jacob parked on a nearby side street, walked back to the scene of the crash to watch the chaos unfold. He eventually walked back to his car and left. Matthew wound up dying in hospital. The next day, he took his pickup truck to an auto repair shop.
Yeah, this is messed up.
So the accident happened July 27th. August 1st, Jacob called the repair shop to ask for a price estimate. The manager of the shop was like, this is the same car I'm seeing on TV.
Oh, no.
Because remember when it happened, there was a couple days they were still looking to figure out who did it.
Right.
They had a description of the car, but they had no suspects. At the repair shop, they were like, I think this is the same car.
Did he turn himself in?
Well, what happened was the manager of the shop recognized the vehicle, posted on the police department's Facebook page, and made a call to police. No repairs were done. Police got the car, seized it as part of the investigation. He wound up turning himself into the police on August 8th. Accident happened July 27th. He wound up turning himself in the 8th of August.
Wow.
But he wasn't charged until weeks later because prosecutors said they needed more info from detectives. He'd been out on bond since he was charged. He doesn't have any criminal history. Family members and friends submitted letters to the judge speaking about Jacob's compassionate, hardworking nature. He said he was overwhelmed with extreme shame and regret. And he says, I never wanted to harm, another person. And he said he was sorry to the family. But the judge said he wouldn't hesitate to keep him in prison or send him back if he violates his probation. So 120 days of shock incarceration for that.
I can't help but wonder if substances were involved.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Like if he was drunk. So he parked the car, saw the aftermath, and was like, I got to get the hell out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of mistakes were made.
Right.
A lot of decisions were not spur of the moment. It's not like something happened and he panicked and drove away. He parked.
He parked and walked back to the scene. And the way STL Today describes it is walk back to the scene and watch the chaos unfold and then walked back to his car.
He probably wanted to see the damage. And he's like, oh, someone might be dead. I got to get the hell out of here. Then tried to cover up the crime. But he was like, oh, someone might be dead. I got to get the hell out of here. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try to cover up the crime. Then went to try Didn't turn himself in. Wasn't overwhelmed with remorse and turned himself in. Got caught because a manager called the police. So there were a lot of
calculations.
Yeah, there was a lot of calculations that went into this before he was taken into custody. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
That's a light sentence, considering all of those facts and the fact that they'll never know. For all they know, he could have been. Because he wasn't arrested at the scene, you don't know if he was intoxicated or.
Yeah, I wonder if they would have done the repair work if he would have just
never gotten caught at all.
Never gotten caught at all. Carol says in the instant feedback, 120 days shock is not military-like in Missouri. He'll just do 120 days in prison.
Oh, really?
And if he doesn't cause any problems, then they'll just release him on probation. He might even get out earlier than the 120 days.
Man.
Yeah, it's a sad story all around, and I feel terrible for that family, especially since they didn't feel like they got justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a kid cut down in his prime. And the family's not satisfied with the way this whole thing played out.
Sure.
It seems weird.
They almost got no closure.
Yeah.
To it.
Yeah.
It's horrible. That really bothers me. All right, Prime Day. And on a lighter note, Amazon has announced the 2024 Prime Day dates. Set your calendars. Ready?
Okay.
July 16th and Wednesday, July 17th. So Tuesday the 16th, July the 17th, which is Wednesday. And people are thinking Amazon will offer even bigger deals since this marks the 10th anniversary of Amazon Prime Day. So get ready to get no work done because we're going to be shopping.
We gonna be shopping.
We got to be shopping. Your neighborhood Walgreens could be going away. Last Thursday, the CEO of Walgreens, Mr. Tim Wentworth, who we all know very well.
Yes. It's my husband.
He said the pharmacy and convenience chain could shut down up to 25% of their stores. Walgreens.
Where am I supposed to get my tampons now?
CVS.
I was going to ask the same question.
CEO says it's a challenging environment for pharmacies and consumers. So right now they got 8,600 stores. They could be closing 25% of those.
That sucks.
That's
Pretty
wild.
That's jobs, man.
Just a few years
Where?
ago, they were crushing.
Walgreens.
It's not that many jobs.
You don't think?
When's the last time you went to Walgreens?
I mean, I go pretty often. I have a CVS and a Walgreens.
Greg Warren's
The
got it.
same amount distance from my house.
Greg Warren's got a good bit where he's like, they got 9 people working in the pharmacy in the size of a toll booth, and then one guy manning
You know
the
what?
rest
You're
of
right.
the store that's the size of a football field.
You're right. The last time I went into a Walgreens, they got
light.
1 million people working back in the
Yeah,
pharmacy and one person manning the rest of the store.
It's a free-for-all, and that's why
Yeah.
everything's locked up.
Yeah. Hey, if you're going to the beach, many experts say you should respect Mother Nature.
Yeah.
It's not just about swimming.
Oh.
Seems like you need to keep your head on a swivel for rogue beach umbrellas.
What?
Yeah, a woman in Florida was impaled in the leg by a beach umbrella
This happens every year.
as she was sunbathing. Somebody died last year, I think. It was North Carolina. Like impaled by, those beach umbrellas,
I
they
do
got
know,
those
yeah.
spikes.
I know.
And you're supposed to, spike them into the ground. Gust of wind comes up, and that's what happened here. Spokesperson for the Cocoa Beach Police Department said the rental umbrella became lodged in a woman's leg while she was just sitting there. Emergency personnel had to use bolt cutters to separate the canopy from the pole. And details on how the umbrella got loose, or, they didn't say, but I'm assuming it's wind, just a gust of wind, picked it up, and boom, done. Hey, when you think of the civil rights movement, what's the first thing you think of?
Selma.
If somehow it's beachwear, I guess this is the product for you.
Okay, perfect. That's what I was.
A swimwear brand's Rosa Parks-inspired bikini is making some waves online. That's right.
Huh.
The brand is Divino Seas, based in Guatemala. Someone posted a shot of the product page, and people went nuts, not in a good way.
Ah.
Now, Rosa Parks became a civil rights icon after she was arrested in Alabama back in 1955 for refusing to give up her seat to a white man on a bus. So not really known for beach fashion. Other than calling it the Rosa, there aren't actually any nods to her. The product description is vague and doesn't actually say how it's a tribute. The top and bottom are sold separately in retail for $162 total, but they were on sale for half that. And as of Thursday of last week, the tops were sold out.
Okay.
Not sure if this makes it better or worse, but the same company also has bikinis named after other groundbreaking women from history.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hot little number called the Eleanor, inspired by the very sexy Eleanor Roosevelt.
Oh,
Hell
yeah. I hope that's the string bikini there. That'd be
Is
nice.
this a female company, I wonder? What is the
I
company
don't know. It's
called?
out of Guatemala. It's called Divino Seeds. Seas. Divino. Divino Seas.
Divino. Hang on. So Divino's Seas creates employment opportunities to women with low resources in Guatemala, whose skilled embroidery work gives special meaning to their label.
And just naming a bikini after Rosa Parks is what people are like,
But I just find it interesting. Are they, so I guess they do distribute in the U.S. It's not just strictly Guatemala? Okay.
Hey, 75% polyester, 25% spandex. Nice. This next story here reminded me of Rafe for some reason.
Okay.
No, in a good way. I thought you'd like the story.
Okay, good. I'm always nervous when you say
Well, yes, the details are... It's not a good story, guys.
Oh, man.
Set me up.
No,
Nice.
a guy from North Carolina has been charged with elder abuse and animal cruelty after an elderly woman
that
was
reminded
found...
you of me, huh?
No, this next part here. So she was found in an uninhabitable residence along with more than 40 wolf hybrid dogs.
Whoa.
Feral wolf hybrid dogs.
You are kind of like Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids with all the dogs and the puppies in the van. I feel like that is a you thing with wolf dogs.
Yeah.
So
What is a
support it.
wolf hybrid dog? I don't think I've ever seen any of these.
Aren't all dogs hybrids of wolves?
Well, they're descendants of wolves, but these were described specifically as 40 feral wolf hybrid dogs.
Let's see here.
I think these are the hugest dogs ever.
So the sheriff's office down there in North Carolina, Davidson County, said deputies started an investigation last month into suspected animal cruelty and elder abuse. Following interviews and medical evaluations, investigators learned an elderly woman was living with more than 40 wolf hybrid dogs and sustained injuries that led to a welfare check.
So domestic dog is mated with a gray wolf, an eastern wolf, or a red wolf. So it's a dog, domesticated dog, that will mate with a wolf.
Whoa. How does that mating session work?
I think this is it.
That's a howling.
That's the Chihuahua from Taco Bell. No.
Oh, darn it. I thought.
So cute.
No, I don't think that's it. Deputies found the inside and outside conditions of the house to be, just uninhabitable for people and dogs.
Was it dead?
Ultimately, the dogs had to be euthanized.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is a bummer.
Wow,
They said after lots of consultations with medical professionals and veterinarian staff, the animals had to be humanely euthanized to protect public safety as well as the safety of surrounding pets in the area because of the diseases that these dogs were exposed to and carrying. 40 dogs in a house.
Gosh, man.
Wolf hybrid dogs.
They're huge.
By the way, just a reminder to get your dogs chipped and make sure you're all ready to go for 4th of July since they do go missing because they get
Yes,
afraid.
that's the day. That's the day most dogs go missing.
Man, that's wild. 40.
Living in one house.
It's probably a big home.
Somebody said the mating session has to be pretty rough. Thank you.
Did you write that email?
A significant share of Americans who own an electric vehicle have buyer's remorse, according to new data. A study released this month found that 46% of EV owners in the U.S. say they are very likely to switch back to owning a gas-powered vehicle with their next purchase. That's a lot.
I called it.
That's a lot.
I predicted something a couple days ago that Tesla's going to work on non-EV vehicles.
You think so?
Yeah. Because it's not going to work.
So of all the people that bought EVs, 46% are like, I think the next car will be gas-powered again.
Yeah, the EV vehicles have a long way to go. I mean, I'm a supporter of them. Tim and I really want to get a Rivian eventually.
They're sweet.
And we understand, I'm not too proud to say, like, it's not where we want to be yet, but you have to invest and there has to be a alpha version and they got to figure out the mistakes and you got to start somewhere. So, to be like, oh, these people are going to go back to gas. Like, okay, it's not completely where our American comfort level is with traveling. I understand that.
Well,
but I hope it gets there.
Do you want another reason why? They listed the reasons why.
Why?
Because do you want to make a?
I do want to make a guess. It takes too long to fill up, to electrify, to get all charged up. My friend Christy, actually, she just got an electric vehicle, and this is her first one. And she said she went on a long road trip, and finding electric pumps to actually charge, that's a problem.
Yeah. That was number one. Number one was the lack of available charging infrastructure.
But then the price of it.
That was number two.
The charging is super expensive. Takes up a ton of our electric grid as well.
The second highest reason cited was the total cost of owning an EV was high. First, the cost, costs a lot of money.
Yeah, we got to get there.
Yeah.
And then third was driving patterns on long distance trips.
Right.
I mean, it's hard. You got to plan your trip around
these
charging
stations. Yes. And also something that you don't think of is the elements. So when you are driving your electric vehicle, and let's say you're driving through a storm or it's very windy and that power you're going against the wind or something, you actually need more power to go, and so it drains you, and you don't think about that. Wow. The elements playing into it as well. It's
the cold too.
Not a mountain.
Yeah, the cold as well.
Or issues of the batteries staying charged in the cold.
But hey, if there's a country to figure it out, it's this one. So I hope that they continue.
Yeah,
to
I think
try.
they'll keep working on it. But yeah, I think they got to switch it up and also get rid of cobalt in their batteries. Figure out something better.
Well, the hybrid model
environment
seems to work a little better.
Yeah,
seems to be a little more. That seems to be a way to ease into it.
I think that
especially
makes more
with
sense.
not having charging stations and having the option to continue your trip if you need to use gas.
Yeah,
right.
I want to know why they don't put solar panels. How they haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
Where you put the whole top of the car solar panel and it powers itself.
And it powers itself while it's sunny out.
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know.
Make more sense.
I don't know. But, one of the big things that we're saying is in this survey done was still a long way to go.
Yeah.
Still a long way to go.
I like the pioneering of it.
I do too, and I think that there's a huge industry of jobs that can come out of this.
Yeah.
So people that are like, we want more jobs like this. We need engineers and scientists and people to study climate and all these things to be ahead of it. I mean, this is where I would, if I were a student right now, before I'm going to college, I would want to learn as much as I possibly could about environmental technology like this, because that is where it's going. I have solar panels on my house, and guys, I can't tell you enough, when that Ameren bill comes and it's less than $20.
I know, that's wild.
It's amazing.
Especially now with the AC running.
Yes, seriously.
It's the
I'm not
coolest,
kidding.
man.
$15 for the month of June. Incredible. So that is where we're going. I mean, I know some people will never budge.
Yeah, I
that's
just don't want
fine.
my house looking ugly.
Dude, my house looks cool.
No, come
People stop and want to talk to us and are so curious, and it makes all of our neighbors came and met us, because within a year of buying our house, we threw those solar panels up, and people are so interested, and I mean, I get it. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, I want to get
HOA
the tax credit. You get the tax credits too.
Yeah,
We have trees surrounding our house, so
it's hard.
it's not beneficial yet. But I can see that. That'd be fantastic. Plus, Tesla has those shingles.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
they
neat.
charge, and that's pretty wild.
And finally, the most destructive accident that can happen around your home is one where a vehicle collides with a structure on your property, right? But this may be a close second. A manure truck rolled over in Connecticut last Tuesday evening after an accident at a tricky intersection, and yes, it sent manure everywhere. One homeowner says she heard a loud crash, and then it was, quote, literally a waterfall of brown. The sewer came out of the truck. It flooded down our property. Cars and houses were splattered.
Man, it had to be a lot. You said it was a dump truck?
Yeah, it was a manure truck. That's right, a dump truck. A neighbor's property was even worse, but on the plus side, it actually did not stink as bad as you might think. Cleanup crews have been on the scene the past couple of days, and the homeowner says her windows are open again. Thankfully, nobody was badly hurt. The driver of the truck was hospitalized with minor injuries, but he'll be fine. Here is Ann Bedard talking about how it affected her house and her yard. Manure truck.
I heard bang, like bang, 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 loud metal. The truck was upside down, and it finally came to a stop after it hit my neighbor's car. Literally a waterfall of brown. All of a sudden, we see the sewer come out of the truck, and it was just flooded down our property. Everybody kept asking, is it really bad? Is it foul? And I'm like, no, seriously, the windows were open.
Man, next year they're going to have tomatoes the size of basketballs.
Yeah.
That yard's going to be healthy.
All right, that is your news. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Let's give away some stuff. We've got tickets to go see Imagine Dragons Friday night, August 16th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Limp Bizkit with Corey Feldman and some other people. Our first big summer show of the season, July 18th. At the amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Wage War Friday night, October 11th over at Pops. And we got tickets to go see Blues Traveler Friday night, September 20th over at St. Louis Music Park. After the break, we're playing Rafe. We're playing...
Finish. Guess the lyric.
Guess the lyric, yes. Guess the lyric. Rafe, explain.
I will read a lyric from a pop, hip-hop, or rock song. You have to fill in the blank. There are possible 2 points. You will get 3 cards. There's a possible ability of 2 points. You have to name the song and the artist. You have a lifeline in the room. You can use... Did we give everybody last time? Were you on the table?
Yes.
Okay, you got a lifeline in the room. You can defer. You get 1 lifeline, either Rizzuto, King Scout, or Lern. They can help you if you're stuck.
Yes.
But use it wisely, for you only get 1.
Oh, my God. So intense.
And you have to have 6 points to get the tickets.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 out of 9.
So intense.
Right, 6 points to get the tickets out of a possible 9 points.
Wait a second.
That's not right.
How many
We
songs?
got it together, guys.
We'll get it together over
Just
the break.
call. You're going to have a friend to walk you through this.
We'll walk
You have
you
to have
through
You
it.
know
Majority of the
music, you'll
points
be
out of
good.
the
There's 6 possible points. Was it 4 points?
If it's 6 total, then you got to get 4, right?
Was it 4 points?
I think so.
Okay. 6 possible points.
To be honest.
4 to get the tickets.
Okay.
That's what it is
Clear
today.
as mud.
That's what it, whatever it is, that's what it is today. Excellent. It's fine. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833.
Oh, you know what it was?
What?
You're right. It was 9. You got to get 6 because you have to name the lyric, the band, and the song title.
That's right. Okay. I knew
We're
it.
there.
I
We
knew
got
it was
there.
6 points.
All right, we got
Okay.
there. It's 6 out of 9.
The lyric, the song, and the title.
We did it.
Yeah.
That's gospel, people.
Okay.
I gotta get a cup of coffee. My brain was a little slow. That's on me.
There was another rule too. You have to get
the other rules. The lyric has to be correct for you to guess the other 2. So if you're not sure about the lyric, go to a lifeline, and you can use your lifeline at any time. If you know the lyric but you don't know the band and the artist, feel free to throw your lifeline then, but choose wisely because you only get 1.
right. So you have to get the lyric to be eligible for the other points.
Got it.
Okay.
And is it
Correct.
pop? It's rap? It's
Could be
rock?
anything. Here, I'll do one right now.
Okay.
The
Example.
category was rock, and I said, there is a house in blank they call the Rising Sun.
Okay. New Orleans.
Okay.
Correct. Now,
1 point.
1
Right.
point.
The Animals.
2 points.
House of the Rising Sun.
3 points.
There we go.
Love it.
Had you not said New Orleans, we don't continue.
I thought
So
it was
don't-
Branson, so I would have got it wrong.
Don't mess up the lyric.
Okay.
It's guess the lyric.
314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. We're a mess, but we'll play next.
We got it locked down now, bro.
No, we're good now.
Oh, it's locked down.
We just had to
dude.
walk ourselves through it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 7:54. Tuesday, traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
And it's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The Bommarito 500 at WWT Raceway is not just a race, it is a spectacle. Go to WWTRaceway.com to get your first deal because that is the best deal. Northbound 270 before 70 in the 2 right lanes. Southbound 270 just past 70 in the 2 left lanes. We have an accident. Traffic is heavy through the Rock Road. Also, eastbound 44, there's an accident at Murdoch Avenue. The right lane is closed and the right shoulder closed. 4 lanes are open, though. Your point weather today will be sunny, 90 93 tonight, a low of 67. Storms rolling in around 5 a.m. tomorrow, and unfortunately staying with us for a couple of days. Right now, enjoy it. It's 69 degrees at 7:55.
All right, we are backstage at the pageant. Big time club show with 311. We've got Peanut and Mr. Nick Hexum joining us. Gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to have you back in St. Louis and playing the pageant. It's great to be able to be so close to you tonight.
You love seeing us in small places.
I do. I can't. I will not ever deny that.
It was a little off-camera, little banter we were doing. Yeah, it's good to be in small places. This is where we cut our teeth. You know, you were saying Mississippi Nights, and we did the same thing in town. But pageant, I walked in this morning, first thing, like groggy, 9 in the morning, like, we're gonna destroy this place.
Okay, now this is a
the
question.
People that have been here too, like there's this wall of fame, and
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the owner has got a photo with all the biggest people in the world. Like they get some great names.
It's
here.
incredible, and also too down at Blueberry Hill. I mean, what he has here at the pageant is just like, from what I understand, it is a very small amount of his collection. And over at Blueberry Hill, there's the pictures with Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney and George Harrison. And
I've heard of all of them.
Right.
Listen up, my friends over at Centric are offering one lucky Riz Show listener an exclusive $5,000 scholarship. If you apply by July 19th, you'll be entered for a chance to win that scholarship to cover a portion of your tuition. Hey, if you don't like the job you got, you want one that offers more growth and money, talk to Centric and start a career in tech. If you're ready to start a new life, a new career, Centric is a training program that gets you ready for a new career in technology in just 4 months, not 4 years. Like if you just got out of the military and you're looking for a civilian job, or you're even just trying to figure out what to do next, Centric's got you. A lot of those skills you learned in the military will transfer to your new career in tech. Centric classes also provide structure and routine, which lead to a successful learning environment. In fact, 30% of Centric students are veterans. You could use your GI Bill or VA benefits to fund your education. It's simple. They got a dedicated and knowledgeable staff who will help you through the entire process. Learn about the cloud and hacking and password cracking and digital forensics and many more technologies. Stuff you'll use at your new job, your new career. Centric's next online and in-person cybersecurity programs start this month in August. Make that change now. Go to centric.com/Riz, CENTRIQ.com/Riz.
All right, Point Fest 2022. It is Liv, and I am so excited. As you know, this is one of my favorite bands ever. The Struts, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
That was
Thank
a
you for being
lovely
here.
introduction.
So
Thank you for having
excited.
us.
So to start, I actually have a prop because I met you guys several years ago. It was backstage at a show, and Luke, you had disappeared for a moment, and I missed an autograph on my favorite piece of merch ever.
Here we go. There's a badge on your bag as well with the Struts on.
So,
Flag.
Ah.
The flag.
if you would be so kind,
Of
my
course.
friend.
Do you have a pen?
I do.
Fantastic. Of course I will.
That's been waiting there
Since
in
2019,
anticipation.
it's been on my wall, and I'm
Oh,
like,
it's a
damn
big
it, I
day.
don't have Luke.
Seize the opportunity.
Exactly. I have you guys hostage, so I kind of had to. Thank you so very much.
Pleasure. I'm sorry I didn't sign it
You
before.
had a show to get ready for. That's
I was
totally
getting
fine.
ready. Oh,
you
that
were,
makes
you
sense.
were. You didn't just like bail on me.
No. Okay.
So we got the Struts here. You guys have a lot of new things going on this year. You got a new label. You got a new logo. You got a new single, which I can only assume is there a new album in the works.
Yeah, we've been well. Officially, we started working on a new record like in February.
Okay.
And then we've sort of honed in even harder on the making of it since coming back to LA for the last like 2-3 weeks or so.
Oh wow!
The aim is to get it done by the end of the year.
Perfect.
All polished and ready to go.
So tell me a little bit about the contrast in, I guess you're making an album the old-fashioned way versus during 2020 when the pandemic.
You know, it's almost 8 o'clock. And here's the deal. You need to think about your body, how it's moving, what hurts. Everything hurts, right? If you've been working out, good for you. But maybe if you've been putting yourself on the back burner all this time, maybe you got kids or you got other special people in your life that you always put ahead of you. First of all, you're awesome for doing that. Secondly, those people and priorities, they need you to be in your fit condition, right? Mentally, physically, financially, you need to be at your best. And I don't mean to put more pressure on you, but I really do want you around for a while. Victory Men's Health, they're there for you with whatever your physical needs are. You know, maybe there's something with your vitamins going on. You are not putting enough whole foods into your body. Therefore, vitamin D is low and E's off the charts and who knows what's going on. Their simple blood test at Victory Men's Health can tell you at that microcellular level what is special to you and your needs. And then they're going to check in with you as the months go on and make sure, hey, things are working. And if they aren't, they'll tweak them and, you know, whatever your needs are. Hormones can get out of whack as we get older. I know all about that. And then red light therapy can help you heal in so many different ways. So it's time to bring the focus back to you and make yourself a priority and do that with Victory Men's Health. Sign up today at victorymenshealth.com.
The great battles of our time. Man versus nature, intellect versus instinct. Burrito versus butthole. Here in this fortress of solitude, we reflect and ponder tough questions about life and ourselves. And the toughest question of all may be, what do I wish I could accomplish before I die? Mine eyes have seen the glory. The proverbial bucket list. Why is it called that? Do you have one? Should you have one? If so, what should be on it? Let's dive into those questions today on the Number 2 Show. You know, they've always said to think outside the box, but here, inside this box, we've had some of the most profound reflections. They say inspiration strikes in the most unexpected places. Sir Isaac Newton, an apple tree. Archimedes, a bathtub. Me, well, let's just say there's a reason I'm broadcasting from a bathroom stall. The bathroom. More than just tiles and toiletries, a vault of solace, a chamber of reflection. Ever think about how much history, philosophy, and yes, even strategy have been contemplated in spaces just like this? I'm pretty sure when Bill Shakespeare wrote To Be or Not to Be, he carved it with the quill on a bathroom stall before he put pen to paper. How many of you have had those aha moments in the restroom? Think about it. You're all alone, free from distractions, and suddenly the answer to that problem you've been mulling over becomes as clear as the bathroom tiles. Recent studies, and by studies I mean a quick poll of a few of my friends, reveal that bathrooms are like unsung brainstorming chambers of the household. I'm pretty sure if we placed whiteboards in showers, we would have solved world hunger by now and probably perfected teleportation. But today we are switching gears to contemplate life's big picture, the journey. Which brings us to today's main topic. Follow me through the glory hole as we explore the bucket list. It's a concept most of us are familiar with, but how many of us truly understand its origin? The phrase kicking the bucket has been around longer than we might think. But why a bucket and why kick it? Historians theorize about a grim tie to execution, public hanging, to be more direct. With kicking our own bucket away as the last thing we do before we die. That's a stark contrast to the delightful and daring dreams we jot down in our little dream journals before we go night-night. Eventually, we flipped the bucket over, took a
Chesterfield fence and deck, and they are a company that could transform your backyard. I mean, if you got a deck, like when we moved onto our current house, the deck was in disrepair. I mean, it was nice when it was new. It was nice, but years of, use and weather. I mean, the thing was falling apart. There was a time where we'd have people out there going, "Hey, don't lean against the rail, or else you'll plummet 20 feet to your death." So we had Chesterfield Fence and Deck come in, tear down the old deck, put up a new deck, the Vecca decking, which is the strongest deck in the market, matched the house perfectly. They did all the stuff themselves. They didn't outsource anything. They did all the concrete work underneath. They did all the electricity. All that stuff was all in-house at Chesterfield Fence and Deck. They're a company you could trust with your biggest investment, your home, whether it be a new fence or a new deck or a screen room, sunroom, pergola, patio, retaining wall, and windows. All the products are guaranteed by a 5-year labor warranty. And if you mention the Riz Show this month, month of July, 20% off your next installed outdoor project with Chesterfield Fence and Deck online at chesterfieldfence.com. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
We are backstage at Point Fest, and Kevin from Candlebox joined. How are you, sir? Great to see you, man. Great to see you. So there is so much to talk about with you, and had the great fortune of being a chat with you a few weeks ago. But there's some things that I want.
Program after the number 1 show, the Riz Show, is the number 2 show. Rafe?
Yeah, baby. We're going to do the number 2 show live, 10:15 on the Points YouTube channel. Call 818-532-1420 to talk to me or Scott Rizzuto, who will be joining me for
That's right.
at the top of the show in a new segment we call 15 Minutes with Riz. We're at the 15-minute mark. Unannounced, he does get up and walk out of the room mid-conversation.
Which I did last time.
He did last time. So you
Not
want
a
to talk,
lie.
get in, because we are not effing around.
Nope.
It's a short week. At 10:30, he gone. And I'll either keep going or I'll cut the stream and then put it back up later. Whatever I feel like doing, because it's kind of a free-for-all over there. So 818-532-1420 is the number. Or go to the Point app, download the Point app, hit the text box, hit number 2 show, and you can leave us a message. Or just email me, Rafe at 1057 The Point. Put number 2 show as the subject line. If you have a question you want answered, or a cool would you rather, or something that is pertinent, whatever you need, do it. We'll see you at 10:15 today.
Yep, 10:15, number 2 show with Rafe and myself.
Correct.
That'll be fun. All right, let's give away some stuff. All right, we're playing. What are we calling this game?
Guess the lyrics.
Guess the lyrics, yes. Okay. And we've got Imagine Dragons tickets. We've got Limp Bizkit tickets. We got tickets to go see Wage War. And we got tickets to go see Blues Traveler. So.
We know how this game works.
We know how this game works. So
my brother.
Each song, so Rafe's going to read you lyrics with a word missing.
The word missing.
Okay. Each song has a possibility of 3 points.
Correct.
If you get the lyric correct, if you get the band name correct, and if you get the song name correct.
Correct.
You will have an opportunity. 3 songs, 9 points total.
9 points total, 3 songs.
You need 6 points to get the tickets.
That's right. 6 points is a winner. 6 points is a winner. Chicken dinner. You have 1 lifeline throughout your 3 songs. Now, you can use it at any point. You can say, I don't know the lyric, I don't know the band, whatever. You could know the lyric, not know the band in the song. You can throw it to one of the other 3 cast members in the room. That is Scott Rizzuto, Lern Elwell, or King Scott. But once you use a lifeline, you're on your own.
Yeah. Okay. It's going to be easy once we get started. Let's go to Shannon in Gerald. Good morning, Shannon.
Good morning.
All right. Here we go. Don't pick me if it's hip-hop, because I don't know hip-hop.
What?
I'll be honest.
You're Mac Daddy
People
hip-hop,
that-
I thought.
Hippity-hop.
You're from the big city.
I'm
you know
not
this.
a great hip-hop guy.
You're gangster as
Yeah,
hell.
but you're
dude.
from the city.
You're just saying that.
All right. Shannon, are you ready to play Guess the Lyric?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, Shannon, you're
Remember,
first.
you need to get the lyric at least to get on to the next stuff.
We got it.
I'm making sure.
We got it.
Do we got it?
We're overcompensating.
Do we got it?
All over the place earlier.
Do we got it?
Don't apologize for us. We love ourselves.
Yeah, we do.
In this room, buddy.
This is self-love, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right, Shannon, with that in mind, your first category is hip-hop.
Okay.
And feel free to use your lifeline. Your first lyric. Push it. Push it real blank. If you don't know it, I will be happy to scat it for you. That is another added element of the game. So if you feel like...
Shannon?
I mean, I know the lyric, and so it's good.
Okay.
Got it.
And then
That is
I
correct.
need to know, now can I use the lifeline for the other part?
Yes, you can.
So what's the lyric?
He said it. He said it good. He's correct.
Real
That's correct.
good?
Okay.
Push it real
Push it
good.
real
That
good.
is correct. Yes, you can use a lifeline at any point. So you could salvage 2 points out of this, or you can fly blind, brother.
I do know this one.
Can I pick you, Rafe?
You cannot. I am looking at the card. That would be
It'd be easier.
Okay.
You can pick anyone else.
I do know this one, Shannon.
Oh, you're not allowed.
Hey, you're not allowed to say
Yeah,
that.
You can't.
Lead the witness.
Didn't you just yell at Learn
Let me
yesterday
try
for
Rafe.
doing this?
Okay, let's try Riz out of
Here
the
we
blue.
go.
Okay, salt and pepper. Yes.
Hello.
Correct. Salt and pepper.
And push it.
That is correct. 3 points.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. I have a question. So he gets to you answer both of the last things?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can look. This is not hard. I've explained this to you guys several times in a room. The strategy is: do you burn a lifeline to pick up 1 or 2 points? Do you wait until you don't know anything? You gotta gamble. Decide how
So
you
your
want to gamble.
lifeline is for the entire
Answer.
He's done now.
For the entire song.
He's got 3 points.
Yeah, he got his 3 points, but he's done now. Now he's on his own.
All right, now you're on your own, Shannon. No, we're saying the lifeline is good for the 3.
Yeah. We could do the whole thing.
Up to 3, but he already had the lyrics.
Well, I'm
so
just
he only
saying,
got 2
in
points
general, for their new player.
Yes.
Okay.
You can go all 3. You can go just if you're just short 1.
Okay, all right.
It's up to you. I'll scat it for you. I'll come over to your house, wash your car. I don't know. All right, you ready, Shannon? You're on your own. This is simple from this point.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
You already got 3 points.
Your genre is rock. Shannon, how does it feel? How does it feel to be without a blank?
Without, how does it, home?
Is it home?
It is home.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Song and artist.
Bob Dylan.
Correct. You're 1 point away.
How does it feel? How does it feel? By
Incorrect.
Bob Dylan?
Incorrect. It is Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan.
Did he say Bob Dylan?
He did.
He did say Bob Dylan, so he is 5 points.
I'm
5
impressed.
points. Okay, so you need. Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Shannon?
Now that you say it.
So he's got.
All right.
Wait, so he doesn't get anything for the lyric? No point for the lyric?
No, he gets a point for the
Fine.
lyric.
Okay, so
he
he's
gets a
at
point
4.
for Bob Dylan. He's at 5.
He's at 5. I'm sorry. Okay.
Now he just needs to finish the lyric, and he's good.
All right.
He's good.
Stop yelling at me. All right.
I'm not yelling.
Not you. Rafe.
Rafe is very disappointed.
I know.
Who did I yell at?
Her.
It's
I
fine.
didn't yell at anyone. I said, my God, out loud.
Yeah, I'm upset.
That's yelling.
That's passive aggressive yelling.
I'm going to yell next.
Sorry. Shannon, your category is pop.
Pop. All right.
The Love Shack is a blank old place.
Love Shack is little. Love Shack is a little.
Show me little.
You are correct,
Yes,
sir.
yes. And you can thank your buddy for giving you that,
Yeah, who's your pal?
Shannon.
That's pretty handy.
Tell your buddy to shut his face.
Yeah.
Roger Google.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was a team event.
Yeah, apparently it is. All right, congratulations, Shannon. You win.
Love Shack by the B-52s.
He gets it. Okay, I think we're locked in now. Amy.
All right.
Amy.
Yes.
All right, we're locked in now. Let's go.
All right, Amy. Your category is rock.
All right.
Big blank. Keep on turning. Carry me home to see my kin.
Big wheel.
Yes. No?
Yeah. It is.
Say that again.
She said wheel.
We're going to give it, it's technically wheels with an S, but we'll give it to her.
Okay, all right, okay.
We'll give it to her.
Okay, artist?
Tina Turner.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That is not correct.
It's
Okay, I thought it was Proud Mary.
No, it's not.
Nope. 1 point out of 3
Okay,
available.
can you
Big
get
wheel keep on turning.
No. Could you know the song title?
Go again. What is it?
No, don't read it yet. You know the song title, Amy?
She can hear it again if she wants.
Well, I
Okay,
thought it was.
give it to her again.
Big blank. Keep
said
on
wheels.
turning. Carry me home
Oh.
to see my kin.
Oh. Okay, yeah, no wonder that's not. Sweet Home Alabama.
Yes.
Leonard
Sweet
Skinner.
Home Alabama, yes. So you got 2.
Very lenient too. She did say Proud Mary earlier.
Okay, 2 points. Next.
All right. Your category is pop music.
Pop, okay.
I came in like a blank ball. I came in.
Like a wrecking ball.
Yes.
Correct.
By?
Miley Cyrus.
Yes. And?
Name of song?
Wrecking ball.
That is correct. Okay.
5 points.
5 points.
It all comes
There
down
we go.
to this. How do you feel about hip hop?
Depends on the time frame.
All right.
80s and 90s, yes.
Let's go.
His palms are sweaty, blank, weak, arms are heavy.
His palms are sweaty. Oh, that's, do I need the lyric or the...
Lyric
Need a
first. His palms are sweaty, blank, weak, arms are heavy. You do have a lifeline if you choose to use it.
His knees are weak.
Knees, yes.
That is correct.
You win.
She wins.
You win. Knees weak.
Do you know the artist and song?
Yes, it's Eminem and Lose Yourself.
There it is. All right, congratulations.
She had it.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, everybody was thinking Proud Mary for that first one, but you had to listen to the rest of the...
And remember, I'm happy to scat it out for you.
We didn't need it.
Well, someone needed it.
Tiffany, hello.
Good morning.
All right, Tiffany, here we go.
Tiffany, are you ready to play Guess the Lyric? Your category is rock. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me blank.
Oh, my goodness. You don't love me now. You don't love me. Oh, man. I do not know the song. I'm just going to... Man, I don't want to use my lifeline yet.
Don't pick me.
Hey, have him. Hey, scat at her.
Scat it, yeah.
And if you don't love me now, you will never love me blank.
Oh,
Tap me in.
You don't love me now. You don't... I know it. Lern. Let's do his lifeline.
If you don't love me now, then you'll never love me again.
Correct.
Fleetwood Mac, The Chain.
That is all three correct.
Yeah. Once you sung it.
Yeah.
See, we needed it.
Use the resource.
We needed
I'm
it.
telling people, I'm offering the resource. And if I can't do it, I'll find someone in the room who can. I should have deferred to Lern on any Fleetwood Mac. Related. It
Okay.
would have been
3 points.
3 points. Hip hop. She take my blank when I'm in need. She take my blank when I'm in need.
She take my...
Yeah.
Pardon?
She take my... Yeah. No, that's not right.
He can scat it.
Scat it.
She take my blank when I'm in need.
I'm a trifling friend indeed.
Yeah.
You're gold digger.
Okay, what's the
Gotta
lyric?
get the lyric. You gotta get the lyric to move on.
Scat. She
take my
Money.
Money, yes.
Money. Kanye West.
Yeah.
Kanye West featuring who?
Yeah.
She also got Gold Digger. She said that already.
She didn't get Gold Digger.
Are we going to give her Kanye West, though?
I'll give her Kanye
All
West.
right, you
Featuring
got it.
Jamie Foxx.
Thank you so much.
All right, you win. Congratulations. Hang on. She take my money. All right, Josh, you ready to play? Josh. All right, no Josh.
Josh gone.
Richard, hello.
Morning.
All right, Richard, here we go. Let's play.
Richard. Rock.
Yeah.
Get your motor running. Head out on the blank.
Highway.
Yes.
Man, I'm going to blank on the rest of it.
I'm gonna need song and artist, Richard.
Let's go to Rizzuto.
Yeah,
on this one.
Steppenwolf. Yeah. Born to be Wild.
Yes. 3 points for Richard.
All right, Richard, you're on your own.
That's not scary at all.
Okay, here we go.
Richard, pop is your next category. I want your love and all your lovers blank.
Oh, I'm going to need you to scat that one for me.
I want your love. And I want your love and all your lovers blank.
Oh, no, that threw me off even more because, man, you sounded like Lady Gaga at first.
Well, I want your love.
And I don't know it.
You may not be far off, Richard.
But I don't know the lyrics.
I want your love,
love.
and all your lovers blank.
I got nothing.
Oh, it is Lady Gaga, isn't
It's
it?
Lady Gaga, Bad Romance, and the lyric is all your lovers revenge.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had no idea on that lyric.
All right, comes down to this final.
I think I scattered it pretty good.
You did. Final song.
All right. Richard, hip-hop for the win. Jump up, and get blank.
Oh, I'm going to need you to scat that one, too.
Jump up, and get blank. That wasn't ready, Richard.
Get down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
And that is Jump Around by...
Yeah. One more for the win. Jump up.
House of Pain.
House of Pain.
Hey.
All right. House of Pain. Jump around. Hang on. Winner.
Wow.
All right, Dylan.
Good morning.
All right, Dylan. Here we go.
Dylan, you son of a bitch. Your category is rock. Here we go. And I begin blank till I see Marianne walking away. And I begin blank till I see Marianne walk away.
Would you like him to sing it?
Is it Dreaming?
It is Dreaming, correct?
Dreaming, yes.
And is Boston?
Also correct.
Yes.
More Than a Feeling?
Yes.
Also correct. We worked that out.
Great. Next.
I knew it was Boston right away, but okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Your category is pop.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You're going to party. Karamu. Fiesta. Blank.
Really? Can I go with Lern as a lifeline?
Yeah, let's see. Can you scat it for me, please?
We're going to party. Karamu. Fiesta. Blank.
Moncito.
No!
Damn it.
Forever.
Oh, man.
Forever.
It's Lionel Richie. It's Lionel Richie's all night long.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Well, you blew it for Dylan. Comes
Sorry,
down to
pal.
this.
Dylan.
It's okay.
Dylan, you're on your own here.
Didn't sound okay in your voice at all, Dylan. Let's see, Dylan.
Moncito. What am I talking about? That's pop?
Yeah.
Moncito.
What is that word? That's not even a word.
Yeah. Monsanto.
Moncito.
You know that song?
No.
Monsanto.
I mean, I do. All
And
night
Bowie.
long. Anyway.
All right. Hip hop. Dylan. I just hit the blank side of the LBC. Just hit the blank side of the LBC.
East.
Yes.
And that is Regulate by Warren G.
That's
Featuring whom?
what? Oh, come on, man.
It's literally the person that sang the actual lyric.
Just hit the east side of the LBC.
Nate Dogg.
He wins.
I mean, that's the guy who sang the lyric. You got to get the guy that actually sang the lyric, right?
One more. All right, Dane, you're the final contestant. The song lyric game going swimmingly. All right, Dane, you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go.
Dane, welcome to Guess the Lyric. Your first lyric is rock, baby. If everything could ever feel this real, blank.
I got a lifeline.
Yes, you can.
You can.
I'm going to need to use
Huh?
What are my choices?
Who are you going to use?
Who's my choices?
Me,
Scott,
Lern, or King Scott.
There you go.
Yeah.
Scott Rizzuto or King Scott?
Rizzuto, sorry.
Okay. All right, say it again.
I'm talking to Hank Hill here. All right. If everything could ever feel this real, blank.
Forever. And that's the Foo Fighters. And that is Everlong.
That is all correct.
Wow.
Thank you.
3 for
You got it. 3 for 3. Next.
3. In a wild turn of events, you're going to get rock again.
Ooh, rock again.
I was made for loving you, blank. You were made for loving me.
And?
No.
Incorrect.
And that was Kiss.
It was Kiss.
I was
Baby
made for loving you.
I was made for loving you, baby.
Okay.
I need hip-hop.
Give him hip-hop, Rafe.
You want hip-hop?
Give him hip-hop.
You can have hip-hop.
Final one. Here we go.
Because your crystal ball ain't so blank clear. Hip-hop.
Damn clear.
Pardon?
I don't know. I don't know that one either.
Crystal ball.
Because you... Would you like me to scat it for
Yeah.
you?
Oh, please.
I like how no one's using this.
Scat it.
Because your crystal ball ain't so blank clear.
Is Snoop Dogg? I'm not.
No.
Real hip-hop aficionado. He asked for this category. It's
over.
crystal ball ain't so crystal clear. Beastie Boys Sabotage. Sorry, Dane.
That's it. He lost.
Gosh, I hate to end on a loser.
That's all right.
We were rocking and rolling.
We were rocking and rolling, but alas.
Can't all win.
Yeah, but we did give away some stuff, which is very nice. That's the song lyric game.
Well done today, St. Louis.
Killed it. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. It is 8:27. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
And it's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Bommarito 500. It's not just a race, it is a spectacle. Go to www.raceway.com right now because the first deal is the best deal. Stalled vehicle westbound 44 just before Elm. The right shoulder is closed. All lanes are open, though. Your point weather today, 93 and sunny, 67 tonight. Storms rolling in tomorrow morning around 5 a.m. Right now it's 71 at 8:27.
All right, Lern, what do you got?
John Bon Jovi gives love a bad name. New shows, new bro movie news, and her hotness is 34 today, so we're going to get into it. What is the best Margo Robbie film of all time?
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And with 4th of July being on Thursday, we're talking American rock bands.
Okay.
What 4 American rock bands should be on the Mount Rushmore of American rock bands?
Oh,
Just rock bands.
think
No
about this
country
every
stuff,
day.
Scott. No country.
Yeah.
Just
no,
rock.
they need a bigger mountain for country.
So only
music.
4. We'll chop it up next day there.
It's Riz, it's Jeff Burton backstage at Wayback Point Fest with Vaden and Donnie from the Toadies. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How you doing? Hello, how you doing?
See, this is not that bad. I mean, you guys are from Texas, so this swampiness is all right.
Yes. Oh yeah, we need just fine sweaters. This is sweater weather.
This is old hat for you guys. So.
He took off a cardigan right before we started rolling. Actually, I took off my shirt. That's my sweater.
So you guys were spinning some yarns before we just went on the air here. I mean, do you realize the Point is over 25 years old?
Yeah, 25.
Do you remember coming to St. Louis in the mid 90s and playing for the Point or playing for St. Louis?
I don't remember a whole lot in the mid 90s.
Attaboy. Yes. Truth right there.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are Point Fest guys.
Summertime, it's hot outside, but is it hot inside? I'm talking about inside the bedroom. You need to spice things up a bit? Well, maybe you need to go to Patricia's. Patricia's is where fun and fantasy meet. Hey, first off, if you are planning the bachelor or bachelorette party, you got to go to Patricia's for your bachelor and bachelorette party supplies. That's where they got, just for the bachelorette party, like, the penis-shaped candy, the naughty dice, the corsets, all that fun stuff. But it's also at Patricia's where they have sexy costumes and sexy lingerie and stiletto heels. Have you been out of the East Side? Do you see the dancers wearing those high heels like that? You get those at Patricia's. Adult toys for women and men. Male enhancers. Just a fun, exciting shopping experience with great employees over there who will never judge you. If you have a question, trust me, they've heard it all. There's no reason to be embarrassed. 3 very convenient locations. St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit on Page, 3 miles east of Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. For all your fun at adult toys, it's Patricia's. It's where fun and fantasy meet.
All right, so I got the gig of the day here today, like no doubt about it. We are here with the guys from the Revivalists and Becca, our grand prize winner. We are here at Music Record Shop, and what we get to do today? Record shop.
I would just like to point out one of the all-time great record title names by Ween, 12 Golden Country Greats.
Oh, that features the song.
There are 10 songs on this album.
But it features the classic Piss Up a Rope, which is like an amazing freaking song. That I have that record. That is a really, really great record.
Good stuff.
And I'm not even the biggest of Ween. I don't get all the Ween stuff. Normally that's like my brother's thing, but that one
I'm a big, yeah. They got some great songs too.
I love that this store has Angel Olsen and Roy Orbison together because when I first started listening to Angel Olsen, I was like, this reminds me of Roy Orbison.
Yeah.
And I just love her records. And in general, and Roy Orbison as well.
This is Coming Home With Me. This is one of my all-time favorite records. Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots by the Flaming Lips. It's a masterpiece. Do you realize one of my favorite songs of all time? I need this on vinyl. This is becoming part of my collection.
And that's one that you gotta have, like you gotta listen to that where you can hear all of the sounds.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on in the production
This
of
CD
that.
lived in my car for about 3 years. My high school Jetta, Volkswagen Jetta.
Oh, very nice. I'm gonna get this on vinyl because I don't have it, but I had this on cassette, CD twice, bought the digital, digital version on iTunes or whatever, and don't have this on vinyl.
It's funny because when we were in the car on the way here, I was thinking like maybe I'll get some Beastie Boys today.
Yeah.
Science. I have this already. It's surprisingly good to cook to. It's
I would have never thought of that.
Science by Incubus. It's just like weird, heavy space metal, I guess, kind of.
Do you remember how long those dreads got for Brandon Boyd? Oh man, that could not have been easy upkeep for that man.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because there was no upkeep. I don't know.
I just saw them in New Orleans, I think last summer. Now he's all kind of clean cut.
Yeah.
Still takes the shirt off midway through the song.
Oh, of course, man.
Yeah. Bob Dylan?
You should check out. He's a singer.
Hey, maybe you inherited a home or you're trying to help somebody out, but it's a hoarder house, or maybe you're having trouble selling your home because you got termites or moldy basement, any of that kind of stuff, you got to call Faster House. Faster House is incredible. They've been in our area for a few decades, and they're all about our community and helping our community make sure that we have the housing that we need and that we're not stuck in any sort of selling housing situation. If you have any sort of tough situation, call Faster House. Go to fasterhouse.com and get some more information. They are there to be the easy button for home selling here in St. Louis. Faster House can get you to the closing table without any sort of shenanigans. And they can help you in housing transition as well. Your next chapter starts here with Faster House. Maybe you just don't have time to put in the effort with the retail market. Again, call Faster House. Get all the information at fasterhouse.com. Your next chapter starts here. Faster House. Tell them Moon sent you. I love everybody over there and all they're doing for St. Louis. Fasterhouse.com.
Look, here we are, a Tuesday in St. Louis, Missouri, and I am joined by Luke from the Struts. Luke, how are you, man? Thank you very much for taking the time to join us today. How's it going?
I'm doing really good. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be back in your presence again.
Well, we have long, the station has been a long supporter of the band. I mean, you guys, it's been fun to kind of watch you guys grow as a band, and this new record, Strange Days, is absolutely fantastic. And I want to kind of hear a bit, Luke, of the backstory behind it, because from what I understand, you had a whole nother record ready to roll, then quarantine happened, and you guys made use of your time. Can you talk to us about that a bit?
Yeah, that's basically what happened in short. Towards the end of 2019, myself and Adam were both writing in LA and went home quickly for Christmas, came back out, actually made an official move to LA in very early January, and carried on just as business as usual. Then COVID started cancelling everything. So we had no tours, we had no shows, everything was completely up in the air. So we decided, it was suggested to us, why don't we go into a studio and initially record maybe 3 or 4 songs just for the fans, forget everything else. And we had 10 days to do so. And I think we were just too excited because we walked out with an entire record, which was completely by accident.
That's a great accident. That's a very fortunate accident. Did you guys just get on a writing spree or an idea spree? Is that just kind of how that happens?
Essentially, yes.
Soulard, and you're jealous of everybody's golf carts. They're super cool golf carts zipping around the streets of Soulard. I want one of those. Or if you live in Newtown, golf carts are very popular out there, or even Eureka. Wentzville, people are zipping around on golf carts now. Getaway carts, that's where you go for a custom made-to-order golf cart. Getaway carts, you pick your color, you pick your seats, you pick your wheels, you pick your top, you take your body, you pick your lift kit. Sound system, if you could think about it, they could do it at Getaway Carts. Honest, face-to-face interaction. You'll talk to the owners directly. This is what sets them apart from everybody else. Their service and what they do. Best prices in town on golf carts and accessories and batteries. When I was down there a couple weeks ago, I sat in a new Mad Jack's X Series golf cart. Super cool. Offering 0% financing. And they only sell golf carts at Getaway Carts. They don't sell cars. They don't sell trucks. They don't tint windows. They just sell, service, and work on golf carts. Free delivery on golf carts to your house when you buy one. Lift kits, rear flip seats, light kits, wheels and tires, custom upholstery, sound bars, underlighting, you name it, they do it at Getaway Carts. GetawayCarts.com, GetawayCarts.com.
Hey, it's Jeff backstage at Wayback Point Fest in freaking living color. Look at those guys. They're right there. Thank you guys for taking the time to do this. Much appreciated. Let's
wrap on celebrities. First off, congratulations to Elliot Davis from Fox 2. Just announced his retirement.
Ah, yes.
The You Paid For It guy.
Oh, man.
401k, you paid for it.
New era.
Elliot Davis announced his retirement from Channel 2 yesterday morning. 45 years on TV.
Wow.
He will sign off for the last time on August 2nd. Been a reporter, anchor, host of You Paid For It. I mean, for such a long time, obviously, you know, as long as I've lived here. But he began his career at KTVI, Channel 2, in 1980 as a weekend writer and editor. Media Person of the Year in 2021, according to the St. Louis Press Club. So kudos to you on a great career, Elliot Davis.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
He's awesome.
One of those dudes, he shows up at your place of work, you go, oh, crap.
Aw,
Yep,
man.
it's over.
Oh, man. Elliot, sir, Elliot Davis is here for you. Okay. Tell him I'll be right there.
I'm out.
Yeah, the best is when Elliot Davis shows up to a place and then people run away.
And the cameras follow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing like appearing very, very guilty for whatever you're accused of.
It's true.
When you run away from the camera.
So it's not a good idea.
Not a great look. When Elliot Davis shows up and you run away, not a great look.
What if you're screaming when you run away?
Even a worse look. But when I lived in the Central West End, I guess he lived down there too. He'd walk around the streets there. I mean, just looking dapper. Always have a suit on, sunglasses. Like he owned the damn place.
He does. Mr. St. Louis.
Mr. St. Louis. Elliot Davis signs off on August 2nd. What a great career. Congratulations. All right, so before the break, I asked you to think about, since 4th of July, America's birthday is on Thursday, if we're putting together a Mount Rushmore of the greatest American rock bands out there. Now, don't tell me Elvis. We're talking bands. Don't tell me Bob Dylan.
Okay.
We're talking bands.
Okay.
Bands, guys.
Do all members of the band have to be of American descent? Because Van Halen, right?
American.
Technically, the Van Halen bros are from a different country, so would that be an American band?
They're out.
Yep.
Really?
Especially Van Halen, because everyone tries to argue that the Van Halen brothers are the actual heart of Van Halen, which is not true. But
He was born in the Amsterdams, the Netherlands.
Van Halen, American band.
Eddie Van
damn,
Halen.
she just went deep cut. You're
Just
like a
wanted-
music encyclopedia.
Just want to
man.
nip
It's
that
really wild.
for you guys, because I figured that
You knew.
I figured Van Halen would be right there.
They're out.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
out.
the two brothers are from Amsterdam.
Van Halen's out. That hurts.
Van Halen's out. Ooh, what a
That hurts.
serious blow to Mount Rushmore.
I had no clue.
I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, sorry, Dave.
I think you can get away with like if you're drummers from like.
Don't you try to do Metallica.
Like Metallica, you know, Lars is from, right? He's Dutch.
He's Dutch.
Or Danish. He's
He's
Danish.
Danish, excuse me.
I think you got to
Where
DQ
is he born?
Metallica.
No
way.
Yes.
When most of the members are from
if
Metallica.
He was born in Denmark. You cannot have him.
They're out, dude.
Metallica and Van
People would
Halen.
tell you.
No.
There's no
When a
way.
majority of the. No.
That's our biggest
when a
rock
majority,
But if we're talking about a core member, everybody knows Lars and James are Metallica. The other members have rotated. That is a two-headed monster. That's like Keith and Mick. You can't
but
say the
when
Stones.
a majority of the members are from
okay, so
America.
if Mick was, if Keith Richards was from America, would the Stones count?
Well, where are the other guys from?
They're from England. No, it does not count.
Well, I think it should count if a majority of the band is from America.
I think it's got to be
No,
American, dude.
it has to be an all-American. You know what?
All-American?
This, hey,
It's the 4th
it's the
of
4th of
July,
July, bro.
All-American
Okay.
band.
Wait, where's Lars live now?
Unless it's
He
like
lives in San Francisco. That's not the point.
Last time I checked my watch, it still said America.
That's right.
Yeah, unless it's like a keyboardist when you don't care about
This
that.
is the mount. We are carving into our land.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna
Next, you're
carve
gonna tell me
you're
that-
gonna carve a Dutchman.
Even though that's kind of what happened, but no.
All right. Okay.
Good point. You do not want that on our rock.
All like for me, the first band that stands out: Bad Boys from Boston, Aerosmith.
Yeah.
I think we all could agree on Aerosmith.
Yeah, I was thinking Aerosmith.
Greatest American rock band. I think a space is taken up by Aerosmith.
Absolutely,
is there
it is.
an argument against?
Well, since Metallica's
They're not
kicked
the
off-
first face, but I'll put them on.
70s, they come out
Yeah.
blazing. They represent the East.
Let's
They
just
still
get
were big
Ugh.
in the 90s. They're
Yes,
still big
they're
today.
still going.
let's just get one irrefutable one on the table.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aerosmith is great. I had them on my list.
Okay.
But I mean, the first face, it's Bob Seger
Seger,
and the Silver
right.
Bullet Band. That's irrefutable.
I mean, but we only got.
I don't care.
We got
have
four
four.
spots.
Yeah, Seeger's number one. Seeger's the George Washington of
Seeger's the
American
first-
bands. Of
No.
4th of July American bands.
Don't think about fourth. We're talking American
Yeah, just
bands.
American bands.
Yeah.
Another one I would put up there.
Detroit, Motor City. You kidding me, dude? What's more American?
I'm putting them on the board.
Okay.
I think the Beach Boys should.
Beach
one
Boys, 1,000%.
bazillion percent.
That was my
In
number
the
2.
rock. They're more pop than rock to me, dude.
Dude, they're rock and or roll.
When the Beatles cite the Beach Boys as an influence and they're an American band.
wow.
I don't. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm
I
putting them on the. I'm
apologize.
putting them on the list.
Yes.
I'm putting them on the list to consider.
They at least get to be in the gift store outside the rock, if all else.
You're
Scott,
high.
You're high as hell.
You're high if you don't think the Beach Boys
I
are
know.
even considered.
When I think of rock,
to be considered.
Look at all the rock playlists throughout time. We're the damn Beach Boys, not
Every
even
the
close.
Beach Boys
player
are on my list of
On
rock
mine
songs.
too. I listen to them
Guys,
a lot.
what is this? P-rock?
Yeah.
They're
Get
on-
out of here.
How about
they're on
You
the
are
66
out of your
with all the
mind.
Octogenarians.
Here's another one I thought of, and you guys might disagree, but the Eagles.
Yeah, of course.
The Eagles, yes. So I will give you the
1000%
Eagles.
Disagree. No way.
The Eagles.
Yeah,
the
I will put the
freaking
Eagles
man.
on. I will put them on the board of a
The
consideration.
Eagles can work at the gift shop.
Nah,
Oh,
the Eagles
no way.
are on
They're
every
top tier.
Come on, man.
Okay.
We've written so many good songs.
Okay. I'm gonna name some bands. You're telling me the Eagles get in before these
Okay,
bands.
let's hear
Leonard
this.
Skinner.
That's good.
Yeah.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
See, I feel like you can only have you can either have Creedence or Skinnerd.
Creedence
Either of
deserves
those
it.
two better than the Eagles.
Creedence deserves it.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yes, I will. I
Tom
would
Petty,
say that,
yes.
but that's a personal.
What
That's-
about this?
No, that's a must.
The
He's written-
Ramones.
Yeah, of course.
Thank
That's
you.
punk rock.
Man, yeah.
Still rock.
Still rock. What about Nirvana?
See, I thought about that.
They weren't around
but
long enough.
The influence.
Fortunately.
Wouldn't
They
Ramones
huge
have had a bigger
influence, but-
influence? Because they probably got influenced by the Ramones.
Of course. I love the Ramones.
Yeah.
Okay, you want longevity of
Beach
Dave
Boys
Grohl?
are
Foo Fighters.
surf rock.
I also would make an argument for Fleetwood Mac.
But they're from other
They're
countries.
from other countries.
Only Lindsay and Stevie are American.
So
they are the heart. But aren't the I thought we were saying if the
But
heart
hey-
and soul of the band was American, we were taking it.
No, we're not.
Majority. No, we didn't.
So if a drummer's from Spain,
Right.
we're
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
This is full-blooded American
Because we do not
heroes.
want that on our rocks.
yeah, because I would.
So are all
I
the
would-
Heartbreakers American?
But then I would say
Ben Montench sounds foreign.
no. Because then I would say Metallica's eligible.
Uh-huh.
They're not.
What
Lars
about
is a
Guns N'
core
Roses?
Ben Montench is from Gainesville, Florida.
GNR's a good
Do we
one.
put Guns N' Roses
No,
on
I
there?
don't
I
think
say
they-
no.
Too short of a.
Same thing with Nirvana. They didn't the body of work.
Yep.
They were great and of their time, but the body of work's not there.
Yeah.
Because America lasts forever.
Because like Aerosmith,
Like the
Eagles,
Bob Seger Silver
Beach
Bullet
Boys,
Band.
they all went decades and decades.
Okay. I think we need to kind of cover our bases here. So let's pick 4 categories of rock. So you got your punk rock would be the Ramones.
Yeah.
I think we should put a grunge band on there.
Okay.
So Nirvana or Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Or
But who
Soundgarden.
looks better on a rock? Like Dave Grohl with.
I
I think Nirvana because it has Dave Grohl involved, and he's
Dave needs to
a
be on the
monster.
Mount Rushmore of rock somewhere.
Yeah,
Because he's
he
the
deserves
best.
Aerosmith for
he keeps rock and roll alive.
Classic rock.
Yes. Leonard Skinner, I think classic rock. Eagles, classic rock.
Yeah, but if we're going classic rock, I think Aerosmith.
What about the damn Allman Brothers, dude? You're telling me you want Leonard Skinner over the Allman Brothers?
Yes.
I'll give you Seeger, and that'll cover a lot of that ground.
Seeger's my number one choice. It's not even close. We're talking about American bands. 4th of July, American music.
I think even
that's the only reason I might acquiesce on the Beach Boys is I'm like, I think that's a lame choice, but they do have some of that Route 66, like
surf rock.
You
And
know,
they
listen
influence-
to it in the.
They influence rock and roll. You know what?
Even Bob Singer
I
sings
guess
a
it
song,
doesn't count.
Like a Rock.
Yeah,
Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Where do they go?
I think Nash is not from here.
And Neil Young is Canadian.
And Neil Young's
Never
Canadian.
mind.
Get out of
Yeah.
here.
All right.
You
Get
can
them out of here.
Get out of
Yucky,
here. Get out of here, you
gross.
Canadian.
What about
I think Pearl Jam over Nirvana.
where my ladies at? Blondie.
Blondie's good.
Or the
I had
punk
it written
rock?
down. I had Blondie
This is
written
a
down.
men's only club.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Riz wrote down. I saw.
I'm sorry. I'm going to lug my dynamite into this Mount Rushmore rock.
So I was going to put Melissa Etheridge up there, but she got crossed around.
What?
I saw you have
She's the
Fallout
best.
Boy on there.
Nope.
What about Heart? They're from Seattle. They kick major ass. They'll kick all your asses.
Who we put? All right, give it to me, Lern. Who's on the Mount Rushmore?
I'm telling you. Mine.
Give me the 4.
Okay, I'm going Aerosmith. I'm
Yeah.
going Nirvana. I'm going to throw Heart on there. I think they were very influential in the 70s and still touring today. And then I'm going to put on there for my grunge. I'm going to go a little Soundgarden for you. That's
Okay.
on my Mount Rushmore of rock.
Give me your 4.
They have to be in those categories.
That could be whatever. It's got to be 4.
I'll go Seeger, Aerosmith, Skinnerd, and if I got to throw a grunge band on, I'll probably go Pearl Jam.
Okay, Scott.
I'm going with Beach Boys, Eagles, Tom Petty, and the Heartbreakers.
Nice.
And I think I'm going to do a little bit modern, and I'm going Nirvana just because Dave Grohl got 2 of those. You know, it hits 2 different bands that are transcend time.
Here's the Mount Rushmore everybody's going to visit.
Okay.
It's going to be the Beach Boys. It's going to be Pearl Jam. It's going to be Aerosmith.
Okay.
And it's going to be the Ramones.
It's a pretty good one. It's good.
Whoa, what a great Mount Rushmore.
I refuse to look at the Beach
Here's
Boys
what's funny.
part of the mountain.
You demanded a grunge rock.
I gave you Pearl Jam.
Oh, you did say Pearl Jam. All right, my bad. Yeah. I thought you left the grunge rock off.
All right, discuss. Everybody discuss.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. Discuss. All right, today is July the 2nd, back in the day. 248 years ago, 1776, the Continental Congress passed a resolution, quote, "These united colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states." The final draft of this Declaration of Independence was adopted 2 days later on July 4th. 143 years ago, 1881, President James Garfield was shot. It took 80 days for his assassin's bullet to kill him. Died of blood poisoning in September.
How slow was the shot?
Scott's favorite president, Garfield.
Yeah.
87 years ago, 1937, aviator Amelia Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan disappeared over the Pacific Ocean while attempting to make the first round-the-world flight at the equator. Her blinker was on the entire time.
Yes, thank you.
You want to talk about a historic event that freaked me out as a child? Amelia Earhart. Because at the same time, it was telling us young girls, like, hey, you can do anything. And then they're like, and by the way, if you try to fly by yourself with some guy, you're going to get sucked up into the Bermuda Triangle. It was equally empowering and terrifying at the same exact moment for me.
See, I've encouraged my wife to write a book series on early flight navigators and the women that were like pioneers of some of this. It's very interesting. It's a good read. You could go on Wiki, you could find all these cool ladies that were doing all these wild things.
Tom of the Boss says Beach Boys were on the...
Told you.
Oh, now you got
Beach
the boss
Boys
involved?
He
Look
texted
at you.
me. He texted
the
me
boss
on his
texted
own.
You know why?
Wow.
You know
Good for
why they
guys.
definitely win is because Glenn Campbell is involved. So.
63 years ago, 1961, at his home in Ketchum, Idaho, Ernest Hemingway kills himself with a double-barreled 12-gauge shotgun.
You can still visit his home in Key West, and there's a ton of cats there.
Oh, yeah? 62 years ago, 1962, Sam Walton opens his first Walmart in Rogers, Arkansas. 36 years ago, 1988, Michael Jackson becomes the first recording artist in history to have 5 #1 songs from one album when Dirty Diana went to the top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The album was Bad. The other #1 hits were The Way You Make Me Feel, Bad, I Just Can't Stop Loving You, and Man in the Mirror. 33 years ago, 1991, Axl Rose causes a riot during the Guns N' Roses show at the brand new Riverport Amphitheater when he jumped off stage and attacked a fan who wouldn't put his camera down.
Yeah, stump.
30 years ago, 1994, soccer player Andres Escobar was murdered in his hometown in Colombia just 10 days after accidentally scoring a goal against his own team in the World Cup to give the U.S. a 2-1 victory. One gunman who killed this guy said thanks for the auto goal before pumping 12 bullets into Escobar's body. After each shot, the murderers shouted goal.
Wow.
27 years ago, 1997, legendary Hollywood actor Jimmy Stewart dies in Beverly Hills at the age of 89, and that same day, the first Men in Black movie premieres. And that's what happened back in the day.
We do need to make a addendum to the Mount Rushmore. Someone did email in huge oversight, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
Oh, no, I thought of them.
Oh.
Are they a local group?
I feel like
He's
they
the
would
working
probably
class
be on
man's
there.
man.
But anyway,
If we're doing Denim Jeans Band, then I guess, but...
I thought of them.
Oh. And you're from New Jersey.
I'm not from New Jersey, and how dare you?
I guess...
If we're putting 4 dudes in Hawaiian shirts that dress alike in,
Yeah.
I think we can put Springsteen in.
Well,
He could be
you
on
need
yours.
to check your American
You could
values.
Weinberg
You either
wasn't
get
a-
Seeger or Springsteen.
You and the boss.
You don't get both.
I'm calling you both out.
Seeger deserves it. I'm sorry.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
We're going to start with this. John Bon Jovi and his wife Dorothea, they've joined their son Jake and his new wife, British actress Millie Bobby Brown, on what was presumed to be their honeymoon in Italy. Is this weird?
Yes.
The 4 of them have been spotted soaking up in the sun, grabbing a bite on the island of Sardinia, in all sorts of photos that were published in the London and New York tabloids. So the newlyweds, they quietly tied the knot back in May, and then they held out for the big celebration later this year. No word if John and his wife actually did crash the honeymoon, or their other son, Jesse, who was recently married. So I don't know if this is like a John Bon Jovi thing, or...
we got attached rooms.
Right. That would be a little
Cute.
awkward. An autographed copy of Don McLean's lyrics to American Pie is available if you'd like to buy it for $154,000. That's the latest crazy thing to go to auction. And what's even crazier is it's not even an original copy. It's a photocopy of the lyrics, but it's signed. So somebody wants it.
All right. Joe checking in on feedback. Your American rock band Mount Rushmore is way worse than what Rolling Stone would come out with. Well, sir, what is yours?
Yeah, please.
Please offer up your Mount Rushmore of American rock bands.
What was his name, Joe?
Yeah, Joe, you can't just put that out there and not give your own.
Yeah, it's Joe time. So send it over.
All right, Joe, yeah.
Avril Lavigne has been appointed to the Order of Canada because she, quote, paved the way for female-driven punk rock music and continues to do so today. She's also quite generous with her time. She supports individuals with serious illness and disabilities and Lyme disease through her Avril Lavigne Foundation. And so the Order of Canada was established to foster Canadian unity and emphasize the need for Canada's identity to be grounded in its own traditions and symbolism. So this is a huge honor for her. So congratulations to Avril.
Kisses out. Gene Simmons from Israel. He's Israeli.
Oh,
You're out.
Adios, buddy.
There we go.
Turn that in.
Shalom.
Yep.
After proving his love for Red Lobster, Flavor Flav is getting his ultimate honor, his very own signature menu items. His faves include Maine lobster tail, snow crab legs, garlic shrimp scampi, bacon macaroni and cheese, and the customer's choice of one side. However, there is one catch to this. The meal won't be found on the permanent menu. You just have to simply ask your server for Flavor Flav's fave when ordering if you want this.
Flavor Flav's faves.
Yes.
You got to ask that for, it's off the menu?
It's off the menu. Secret menu at Red Lobster.
What was the last time you were at Red Lobster? It's been a long time.
Long time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 5 years maybe.
It's probably been closer to like 20 for me.
Yeah, for me, it's been, somebody gave us a gift card.
Oh, good.
We went, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
can we
fun.
all admit that Chipotle sucks?
I mean,
Yeah, because
Rafe,
whenever you have
who's feeling me?
It sucks, yeah.
It sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Said it.
what do you not like about it?
We just had this conversation in Nashville.
Well, they always have their rice. They can't figure out how to cook their rice first off.
Okay.
It's always crunchy and
we
like
went
gross.
to Chipotle yesterday. It was with the whole family. We were out. We had to grab a quick bite. My daughter suggests, let's go to Chipotle. It's right down the street.
Uh-huh.
It's expensive for what it is.
Yeah.
It's
Subway. It's Mexican Subway.
First of all, the particular location was dirty.
Oh, no.
Nice.
And the manager in front of customers at 4 o'clock was dressing an employee down in front of customers. The place was filthy. The employees there, the one woman who was taking your order, like when you get there, I'll take a bowl, I'll take a burrito,
Yeah.
rolled her eyes every time one of my family members asked for something.
I mean, I would too.
There was food all over the
It's because
place.
you've been talking smack on Chipotle.
I've never talked smack on Chipotle.
You have, actually. There's been many times since
Chipotle.
in the last year and a half that I've seen.
At least this month.
You
No.
do not like Chipotle. I don't mind it. But I've not had a bad experience. So there's
It's one of those
I mean,
in
they
a
had to pay
pinch, an
$25
absolute
million in a federal lawsuit for foodborne illness stuff from like
over and over and over again. It wasn't just one time. They were like on a streak.
And they also got caught. They were saying that like the meat and the vegetables are like non-GMO, non-preservatives, and that was false.
Yeah.
They tested a bunch of it, and they're like, this is packed. It's not healthier. It's chocked full of all sorts of like preservatives and like GMOs and stuff.
This location, I generously, I gave 2 stars.
Oh, you did it. Oh, you got
No,
online?
I've just in my head.
I see.
Okay.
If this was a 5-star situation, generous 2 stars. It should be 1 star.
That's where
I couldn't believe a manager was scolding an employee in front of people.
Maybe because they were supposed to mop or something, you know? And you said it was dirty.
But the place where they like assemble everything,
Yeah.
there's crap all over the place.
That's a bummer.
Well, I apologize for on behalf of Chipotle's everywhere. I apologize for
The
your
station where
experience.
you get like the napkins and stuff, nothing was
Ugh.
stocked.
Oh man.
Yep. And I'm sure all the sauces were disgusting.
And they
to touch the bottle.
I didn't touch any bottle. The forks are out. They're not wrapped in plastic.
No. This is where
The forks are out.
Qdoba wins, and Moe's is second right after that. And then Chipotle can.
I like a tightly wound burrito. You know, they stuff them so full. It's delish. Guys, the producers of Sunday night's BET Awards made a very questionable call. They included O.J. Simpson in their in memoriam segment. As you can imagine, the families of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman did not agree with it. Ron's father's quoted saying, "I think they shouldn't include anyone of that caliber, a wife beater, a murderer. I can't imagine why they would include somebody like that." And Nicole Brown Simpson's sister, Tanya, said, "It's inappropriate to give an abuser and a murderer recognition. Whoever thought of doing that owes every domestic violence victim an apology, and that's including our family, and they should be fired."
Did BET say why they put him up there?
They have not made any sort of a announcement on that. Actor Kevin Dillon got into a minor fender bender. His Tesla stopped unexpectedly through a drive-through car wash in L.A. The car was in neutral going through the wash, and Kevin apparently lifted his butt off of the seat, which then triggered an automatic braking mechanism and stopped the car. The car behind Kevin rear-ended him, and then the next two cars did the same. Damage to the vehicles was luckily minimal. One person was complaining of discomfort. Police determined the accident was Kevin Dillon's fault, and there's even a sign of this particular car washing warning Tesla drivers, about any sudden seat movements.
Keep your ass in the seat.
Keep your ass in the seat.
Wow, that's wild. And behave.
Stranger Things Season 5 will have an 8-movie-length episode experience for us. So Maya Hawke says they're basically making 8 movies, and it takes as long to shoot because of the creators' attention to detail. So if you're a fan of Stranger Things, they return to Netflix for Season 5 in 2025. There's also up on the blog a new trailer for Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1. That's going to hit Netflix on the 18th. Richard Gere has joined the cast of Showtime's political thriller The Agency. This is his first major TV role in a series. He's going to be alongside Michael Fassbender, Jeffrey Wright. This is a U.S. remake of the French political drama The Bureau.
You know, the whole Richard Gere thing of the gerbil.
Right.
No, what is this?
How did that rumor get started? What is the genesis of that rumor?
Right.
Was it he had like a fight with Sylvester Stallone.
And Stallone said that he puts gerbils up his
They got
keister?
into a fight and got fired off of a movie. I want to say the genesis was somewhere in there, but I could be wrong.
Interesting.
I'm going to look that up.
Also, poor gerbils, right? I mean,
Richard Gere gerbils.
I didn't know that's what they liked.
Richard Gere and the gerbil. Yeah, I mean, the claim is that Richard Gere was taken to the hospital emergency room to have a gerbil removed from his colon.
yeah.
Snopes rates that as false.
Right. Seems a bit,
I'm trying to find the
improbable.
fact checkers that are for it. I can't find that. That's weird.
Poor Richard Gere, dude. I mean,
What a
that's
cool
all.
legacy.
I'm telling you, Richard Gere is making his television series debut, and we're talking about a 30-year-old unidentified truth from Snopes of him putting a gerbil in his ass.
Well, no one remembers it, so it's fine.
But this new generation of kids are like hearing about it on the show. They're going, "What? He can't outrun
Here it is.
the legend."
Not only does Richard Gere believe that the gerbil story was started maliciously, he also thinks he knows who did it. In 1974, Gere and Stallone both starred in a movie called Lords of Flatbush. By all accounts, they did not like each other, got into a fist fight. Gere spilled chicken juice in Stallone's car.
Hey.
The fight got kicked off. Gere was fired and recast. Gere believes it was Sylvester Stallone who started the rumor and possibly kept it going in the 90s.
Stallone doesn't lie.
Sylvester
Are you working for
Stallone
Stallone, dude?
started the
I'm
rumor
supporting Stallone all
of
day.
Richard Gere keistering
I was
gerbils.
almost positive. I was like, I feel like I heard this somewhere.
Poor Richard Gere.
But
Stallone's
the
a
fact
man.
that was
This guy who likes gerbils is this Gere guy. Hey, you know this Gere guy, he likes gerbils in his ass. This is not me. I'm telling you, he likes gerbils in his ass. It's not me, it's Gere.
the fact that it was Stallone.
Right.
That
that
makes it
started it.
awesome.
Well, this is awesome. Serena Williams is going to be on Hot Ones this Thursday. She's also going to take center stage for ESPN again this summer as the host of the 2024 edition of its annual ESPY Awards, which will be held July 11th at Dolby Theater in L.A. Paul Mescal is a warrior fighting for his life in Ridley Scott's long-awaited sequel to Gladiator. Gladiator 2. Vanity Fair just released some stills from the movie, which comes out on November 22nd. You guys excited about Gladiator 2, or are you still thinking about gerbils in somebody's butt?
No, I'm just like Stallone has come out and said that he didn't do it. And what's
Speaking
I'm
of
just
gladiators,
it's imagining.
what better gladiator is than that gerbil that survived the Richard Gere's ass?
I'm just imagining
Sylvester keeps bringing this up.
a reporter asking Stallone about it.
It's just very funny.
I love it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Guys, they went and rebooted Hellboy again while everybody wasn't thinking about it. And everybody's saying that this new trailer looks cheesy as hell. The first trailer for Hellboy, The Crooked Man, has been released, featuring Jack Kesey, who is in Deadpool 2, as the third actor to take on the role of Hellboy. So you can check that out up on the blog.
That's weird. There's one that's cheesy.
And finally, Margo Robbie, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful women to ever grace this earth. And she's 34 today. I have her top 10 best movies of all time. Can you tell me what you think about
The Wolf of Wall Street, number 1.
That is number 3.
Okay.
Bombshell.
Bombshell, number 2.
Barbie.
I, Tonya.
I, Tonya is number 1.
That movie was really good.
I didn't see I, Tonya. I loved Bombshell, though.
That was the Fox News.
Fox News.
I didn't see that one, but I, Tonya.
That movie's great.
Is such a dark. I mean, is it a comedy?
I would say so.
Yeah.
But it's such a dark comedy.
Tonya Harding.
It is, but they did such a good job. I think it's an underrated movie. It got a lot of attention the year it came out, but I was like, that movie was really, really well done.
Yeah.
Real great satire.
Yeah.
The dude who plays Sean Eckert, Paul Hauser, right? Is that was Paul Hauser?
Gilhooly, right?
Gilhooly was the mustache guy.
And then Eckert was his friend.
Eckert was the portly guy. He's I think he's got a Emmy or an Oscar or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's Stingray in Cobra Kai.
Okay. So we got 1 through 3.
Yeah, let's just focus
Once
on
Upon
Margo.
a Time.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is number 6.
And then we get Barbie.
Barbie's number 5.
And then I think I ran out of her movies.
Yeah, the last
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. That's number 8.
I thought that was a
No, there was a standalone.
The Birds of Prey
that's
is the one on this list.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
But her last ones are movies that I've heard of. Babylon, that was number 4. I think that went straight to Netflix. But Dreamland from 2019, that's where she's a bank robber. Z for Zachariah, she plays she's in a post-apocalypse type of scene. Birds of Prey, where she's Harley Quinn, number 8. Mary, Queen of Scots, she plays Queen Elizabeth. That's number 7. Her role is Sharon Tate, Sharon Tate in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Barbie, Babylon, Wolf of Wall Street, Bombshell, and I, Tonya. Those are your top 10 best Margo Robbie movies of all time. And that is your crap on celebrities.
And celebrities celebrating birthday today. Margo Robbie does turn 34. Lindsay Lohan turns 38. Ashley Tisdale. She's a Sharpay in High School Musical. She turns 39. Michelle Branch, remember her?
Oh, yeah.
Biggest solo hit was Everywhere, but she's married to Patrick Carney from Black Keys.
Did they divorce?
No, I think they were going to get divorced, and then I think they
Got
reconciled.
it back together.
But Michelle Branch is 41. Jose Canseco.
Oh, buddy boy.
How old is Jose Canseco?
Oh, he's got to be 63.
Oh, no.
Remember, Jose Canseco shot off a finger cleaning his gun back in 2014.
I forgot about that.
But doctors were able to reattach it. He also claims he stuck Mark McGuire from behind with a shot of steroids. Jose Canseco is 60.
60.
Bret the Hitman Hart is 67, the wrestler. Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm, also co-creator Seinfeld, is
76?
77.
7.
And NASCAR legend, they call him the King.
Oh.
Richard Petty.
Oh, yes.
The hero.
Is 87 years old today. He retired after the 1992 season with 200 victories, almost twice as many as the next driver on the list.
Does he look like Yanni by any chance?
Richard Petty?
Yeah.
Mustache.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Julie Knight. And today's birthday girl has been in 473 fine films, including 18 and Lost in Philly, Absolute Ass 5, Analholics, Barnyard Bondage 2, and a movie called Beef Eaters. Yeah. Bitches in Heat 3, Camel Toe Jockeys 1, Lick 'em and Stick 'em, Slap Happy 6, and who could forget her role in 2003's Pull My Hair and Call Me Stupid. Julie Knight is 46 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Rafe's got some of your emails to read for us.
He is.
It is 9:08. It's Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
It's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Bommarito 500 at WWT Raceway. It's not just a race, it is a spectacle. Go to WWTRaceway.com because that first deal is the best deal. Eastbound 70 just past TR Hughes Boulevard. All lanes are open, but there is a crash there. Weather today, sunny and gorgeous. 93 will be the high, overnight low. 67, storms moving in around 5 a.m. tomorrow. And currently it's 72 at 9:09.
I'm so excited to be back here at Point Fest 2021, and for the very first time in person after multiple FaceTimes. Josh from Bad Flower, dude, you're really
Hello.
here.
You're a real person.
You are a real
I
person.
thought maybe you were like a computer-generated deepfake.
You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
I mean, I do feel like an avatar most days of the week, so I think that's the case.
And you look like an avatar in person. Like you look like an avatar version
Thank
of somebody's real self, but that's your actual self.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
going for. First and most important conversation or question of the conversation: how are you? Just vibe check. How are you feeling today? How are the emotions? It's Point Fest.
Good. I've been so stressed out. We're preparing for our headlining tour. Our album comes out in 5 days.
Mhm.
There's just like so much that has to happen around that. And I stupidly take on so many things on my own, and I don't ask for help. I'm like, no, I want to do this. I want to do the lighting for the tour. I want to design the stage. I want to do all this stuff. And then go time is happening. I'm like, I only have 2 hands. I have to sleep a little bit. I don't know what.
Looking for a car. How's your credit? Everything okay? Maybe you've had a hiccup with your credit situation. And listen, life could put good people in bad circumstances. Before you go looking for a car, I want you to go to autoloanpro.com, autoloanpro.com. And my buddy, the Auto Loan Pro, is going to help you get your life and credit back on track and get you a good car. Anyone can sell you a car. It takes a pro to do it right. Making a big purchase with finance, it's complicated, especially if you've had that hiccup with your financial situation. You're thinking, I got to go to the car lot, I'm going to pick out something, and next thing you know, you're whisked into the finance office. You got a pencil pusher sitting across the desk from you. He's furiously scribbling stuff on paper. You're signing it, and next thing you know, you go, what the hell just happened? And why am I paying this much a month? The Auto Loan Pro works with over 50 lenders to get you the very best financing. He is going to work his ass off to get you the best rate possible. That's guaranteed. Financing a car, there's one thing to know. Choose the Auto Loan Pro. Autoloanpro.com, autoloanpro.com.
Look at this, your dream home. You're renting right now. How about buying a home and building some equity? Look at you, an adult buying a house, maybe your first house. So listen, there are so many pitfalls out there. You could go with the big out-of-town bank where they treat you just like a number, or you could go with Kevin Putney, the local guy who treats you like a human being. 314-862-0123. He's going to make the whole loan process simple and painless. It's easy. You call, you qualify, you close. 1, 2, 3. Call, qualify, close. That's it. Kevin Putney's going to find the mortgage that fits your needs. A loan is like a fingerprint. One fingerprint, one loan, specific to everyone. Make that call. The process is simple. 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. I'm going to my house.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaffetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Koe Wetzel. Koe, you'll be at Chaffetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you, Koe.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having us on. Thank you for jamming the music, dude.
Now, no problem at all. And we got a lot to get to here. But I, as somebody that's kind of new to you and what you do, what was the first music in your life that caught your ear, that made you, that started to like kind of lay the foundation for you being a very passionate music fan?
I would probably have to say Nirvana. I grew up on all kinds of music, and then I found out who Nirvana was in the 8th grade or 7th or 8th grade, and I don't know, man. They kind of grabbed me. Kurt's voice and the way that they put all the music together was. It was unlike anything I had ever heard, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I got to do this."
And so, was it that record? Was it Nevermind?
I'm thrilled because in just a little bit, I'll be heading over to Mountaintop Motor Company over there in Troy, and I've been driving this Chrysler 300. It's a 2019 Chrysler 300S. Absolutely phenomenal car, completely loaded. It even has the the seats that have the AC. It has everything you could want, all the bells and whistles. And it's only $19,000. It only has a little over 52,000 miles. Incredible. You got to go test drive this thing because I know it's going to leave their lot very, very quickly. And I got a lot of compliments over driving this through the weekend here, and I know you guys will too. So go over to Mountaintop Motor Company because they have an incredible lineup of vehicles. You can check it all out at mountaintopmotors.com. And when you go to mountaintopmotors.com, make sure to follow their socials because they've been crushing their social media game. We've been rolling out a new series where I'm a stuntman. It's really goofy and it's really fun. But anyways, go to mountaintopmotors.com, check it all out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They have over 1,000 5-star reviews because they are the best car dealership in Missouri. So go to Mountaintop Motor Company, it's mountaintopmotors.com.
Backstage at Point Fest, our first interview of the day is a gentleman that the first time that we met was in the restroom.
And we wasn't doing drugs.
No, not at all. Jelly Roll,
you got to clear that up in this era. Somebody be like, I wonder what they were doing in the bathroom together.
They're just going to assume that for sure. Even if we say we didn't, they're going to assume that anyway.
Well, I'll tell the story that I was stoned and waiting on a commode that was open. Right. I didn't realize the door was closed, and I thought somebody was there, so I sat there for like 15 minutes with my butt puckered, waiting to use the bathroom just to find out nobody was in there.
While I'm going, you're directed traffic in and out of the bathroom.
I'm telling people, I'm like, oh, you're good that way. That one's open. That one's clogged. Somebody's in that one. I'm waiting too. And it was, that was my morning.
Well, we got to start out. I mean, there's a lot of things that we could talk about. But first, man, Dead Man Walking goes #1 at rock radio. And for you, and in kind of watching your path, you seem genuinely, one, thrilled, but two, it's like still kind of surprised, even after it's already happened.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it was a big surprise, and I have to touch on this because this is special to me. It's #1 at rock radio for 2 consecutive weeks, which was even crazier. Because I never thought it'd be in the top 10. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I had posted when I went to the top 10. I was like, we made it further than anybody thought we would. Let's go to #5. And I was like, to me, I'd have been cool at like just going back to 12 at that point. I was like, we made it to the top 10. And then we were #1 for 2 weeks. We was in the top 5 for like 8 weeks. We were lucky, though. You know, we were blessed. It was a little rough. My dear friend Shinedown just controlled the chart for like 7 weeks. I mean, you speaking of clogged commodes.
Yeah, well, they have a tendency to do that.
Yeah, you talking about backing a toilet up. I mean, I think they were #1 for 6 weeks, took a week off, and then went back again. I was like, you greedy mothers.
When you have a song, though, like Dead Man Walking that, you do you have an idea like that we've got something here, or was it just another Jelly song that you felt strong about?
Well, I felt really great about it. I didn't know that I would ever be so accepted in the radio world. So I just wasn't sure because I never changed the nature of the content of the lyrics. My top line has always been very purpose-driven. So I just wasn't sure where it would fit formats.
The internet show Hot Ones. So the host, Sean Evans, he interviews A-listers. Who'd learn during Crap On? Who's going to be on Hot
Serena
Ones?
Williams.
That's a good one. It's an A-lister. Interviews these A-list actors and actresses and sports figures, and they eat chicken wings that get progressively hotter. Well, Stella Artois is partnering with Hot Ones to bring hot wings and hot trivia here to St. Louis. Sign up now to compete in 3 rounds of trivia where the questions get more difficult as the wings get hotter. And you could visit Hot Shots or Cyberg's locations to sign up to participate and compete in the competition for an awesome St. Louis Staycation grand prize, which means it's a 2-night stay at Live by Lowe's Hotel, which is across the street from Busch Stadium, a Stella Artois beer pairing dinner at Bourbon and Clark Restaurant, and Cardinals suite tickets. So you got the STL Staycation Grand Prize if you compete, or just come hang out, watch the festivities, and enjoy some free Stella sampling and your chance at attendance prizes. The next event is next Thursday, July 11th, with me at the Hot Shots in Wentzville. So get that team together. Get that trivia team together for your chance to win a great grand prize. All the details at 1057thepoint.com. That's 1057thepoint.com. Okay, so Rafe has our official bucket list.
Yes.
That's right. We've talked about bucket list on here so many times. We thought, and we're getting ready to implement a new. Stay tuned. We have a new contest with punishments coming up, and we thought maybe as a flip side to that, we talk about bucket lists so much that we would instead of just being in competition with each other, we would also have a series of videos where we actually try to help each other check things off our bucket
This
list,
is all
which is a
about
nice thing.
lifting each other up.
That's right.
To help us check things off our bucket list.
And to soften the blow of the horrible things we're going to do to each other.
So Google Trends just posted their big 4th of July roundup, looking at the top things we're Googling right now. So here are the top things we're Googling for 4th of July. The top how to grill searches this year are for corn on the cob, salmon, chicken, asparagus, and burgers.
That's good.
Grilled corn on the cob. I like it when it's burnt. I don't love corn on the cob. But when it's like really nice and charred, and I just don't like getting the stuff stuck on my teeth.
Yeah.
The only time it's worth it is if it's street corn. But
love it.
The top boozy drinks we're Googling are the Bomb Pop Cocktail, Sangria, Aviation Cocktail, Margarita, and April Spritz.
I don't know what my cocktail of choice is going to be this week. You know, I normally just drink like Bud Light Lime. To me, that's the most American thing I can do.
That's pretty American right there.
You know, I know it's flavored, but I like it.
Hey, it's all about choice. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Trazodone for dogs is a trending search. It's anxiety meds. Helps pets deal with fireworks. Searches for it always spike in early July. And searches for baby headphones are also up too. The top things to do searches are for water parks, fireworks, camping, movies, and trips to the zoo. And the top trending red, white, and blue clothing search this year is for skirts.
Oh, yes. Skirts are huge right now, guys.
It's a skirt-shorts hybrid.
Yeah, it looks like a skirt from far away, and then you get up close, and shorts.
There's shorts. Look at this. Fooled me.
Are they like tennis? Does it look like a tennis outfit or something?
Kind of, yeah.
Tennis wear's hot right now.
Dude, it's so hot. That's what I've been wearing lately.
Yeah.
It's back.
And thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I like a skirt because you wear it and you look all lovely, but you can still sit like a man, you know?
Yeah.
Spread it out.
Spread it out.
Yeah. So top red, white, and blue clothing searches, skirts, and then T-shirts, and then hats. There you go. Here's your Google searches rundown for 4th of July. All right, Rafe, some emails. Rizzo at 1057thepoint.com or your instant feedbacks with the 1057 The Point mobile app. Sponsored by
Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. They got something for everybody.
All right, best place to start, good place as any. We had Joe email in and tell us that our Mount Rushmore of rock bands was trash. You asked him for his. He emailed us.
Here we go.
So here's Joe's
Joe
American
time.
Mount Rushmore. CCR, The Doors, Tom Petty, and the Black Crowes.
That's all kind of the same type of music.
Yeah.
The only
That
surprise
was
is
so
the Black
far
Crowes.
away.
Got no
We said two of
variety.
those. We said two of those.
And the Black Crowes are not even in the conversation. So
I love not
I
taking
love
anything
the
away
Black
from the Black
Crowes.
Crows. I love the Black Crows.
And honestly, The Doors too. Like that's not even in the.
Let's not start that whole thing.
But I think the Black Crowes isn't one of the guys from France.
What? One of them's buried in
No, you
France.
don't
Does that
know.
count? Why didn't Jim Morrison get buried on American soil,
Yeah,
dude?
yeah. If he liked American,
Get
so
outta
much.
here.
Get out of here, Joe.
Oh, that
Get
ain't
out of here with your
American.
corpse.
Yeah, nothing featuring heavy keyboards is going on my rock and roll Mount Rushmore.
Oh, listen, I like the
Promise
Doors
you
a
that.
lot.
Really? Didn't see you as a Doors fan.
Oh, I'm a Doors enthusiast. Yeah, I like some songs.
Interesting. I like
Good to
some
know it.
songs, but I don't feel like they. But anyway,
You know what else?
Joe, your
I'm
list
sorry.
sucks.
Jimi
His list is-
Hendrix should be on the Mount Rushmore.
Now, you could say the Jimi Hendrix experience.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You can't say Jimi Hendrix. I said no solo artist.
Which is a bummer.
Because then you would say, oh, you got to put Elvis on there. He's the king of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Alice
All right. I
Maybe you gotta put
apologize. I
Chuck Berry on there
apologize.
for being
True that.
I
The
call him
Temptations.
Charles.
the pioneer. You know,
The Four Tops. All
you
right.
get out of here with Jim Morrison.
I just wanted to put Joe's list on
In the
blast.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
We can
Joe.
put Joe's list in the garbage.
Yep.
Thanks, Joe.
Here,
for
this is,
following
hey,
up.
actually, I have Joe's list right here.
Here.
So here.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, I'm going to recycle you, Joe, because you probably hate that too. Thanks.
What?
And
She
you
missed.
Yeah.
And next
That up
email.
later.
How do you know he hates recycling?
I don't know. It just seems like it. Back to you.
Well, because it seemed like he was recycling the same band over and over. Got him. All right, here we go. Hey, Riz.
Zing.
My fiance and I are planning our honeymoon and are looking for an all-inclusive resort in Mexico or the Bahamas. Do you have any suggestions? Looking for something relatively budget-friendly, nothing more.
For a honeymoon?
Nothing more than $2,000 to $3,000 for a week.
For a honeymoon?
Says honeymoon, yep.
Okay, the best resort I've ever stayed at in Mexico
Okay.
was a Secrets resort. It was Secrets Maroma Beach.
Secrets?
They call it a secret because they don't want anybody to know. I'm telling you. Secrets Maroma Beach.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Dang.
Wow.
I hope that's within your budget. But that is the nicest resort I've pretty much ever stayed at.
Might I suggest getting a travel agent and not emailing a radio show? That's all.
Well, we've all been there.
I'm just saying, do you know how much that is? It's probably more than their budget.
Have
I don't know.
I'm just saying. We're not experts.
Yeah, but they asked what the opinion. Have you stayed at a nice place? Yes, I'm telling them.
Okay.
Another one that's
Probably out of budget.
is safe.
How do you know?
I don't know. You just seem like you're going to some ritzy place that people can't afford.
Yeah. The budget resorts that are really good are.
I'm just mad at you right now. I'm sorry.
What did I do?
I don't know. Yeah, a good budget
I'm
one
mad about the Beach Boys still.
is Rio. Those resorts are pretty nice and they're affordable. They got good food.
Okay.
Always good locations.
Man, where have you stayed? Any of these places?
To be honest with you, all the all-inclusive places I've ever stayed in Mexico and the Dominican, I don't remember their names.
Because you got so
I got blackout drunk. I mean,
Toe up.
just tell me where I'm going. I'm there. I don't remember their names. Was it a Secrets? Was it a Hard Rock? I have no clue.
I don't. All right, they said their budget is $2,000 to $3,000 a week. I don't know.
Oh, that's Secrets, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a nice place. They got
All right,
great
I
food.
apologize.
The beach was nice. The staff was lovely.
And you were tipping.
We've
ones
gone
and
there.
fives.
We've gone there a couple times. I enjoy it thoroughly. Thank you. Next.
Isla Mujeres. Check that out, too.
Stayed there. That's great.
You did? I was looking at that when we decided to get an Airbnb in Mexico, but it was like a little island off the coast.
Yeah, I've stayed there. It's
North
awesome.
of Cozumel. Looked awesome. And for a honeymoon, it looked kind of private. So I don't know. Check out Isla Mujeres. And if you go to the Bahamas, you can get a good deal on an Airbnb, too, down there, man, and have a good time. But anyway.
The Bahamas. That's, what's the big casino there?
Is that the
we
Hard
stayed
Rock?
on a different island. We stayed on like a little more remote place, and that'd be a cool place
Atlantis.
for a honeymoon.
Is that the Bahamas?
I don't know.
Atlantis.
I don't know. Atlantis.
Well, good luck. Next.
Moving on. Hi. Happy birthday, Riz.
Hey, thanks.
In reference to your earlier conversation about Rafe's car being hit, Rafe should move to Ellisville. Got
Come
an
on
Ellisville
over.
pitch and see where we go. Much lower taxes than Wildwood. Is that true? Next door municipality. Free trash and recycling. Fantastic quality of life. Not counting traffic on Clarkson Road. LOL. First time
Signed the
emailer.
mayor.
First time emailer. Listen to the point since its inception in 1993. Signed Ray, Mayor.
Mayor of Ellisville.
Mayor Ray.
Ellisville's nice.
You know what? I was walking yesterday, and there is a house that I will send you. That maybe I don't know how much it costs.
$8
but
million.
It's very nice.
Well,
my way, too.
is that true? Is Ellisville cheaper than Wildwood?
Tax-wise? I thought Wildwood
never
was
lived in
even
Wildwood,
cheaper.
so
Guess
I
you
don't
don't know. You paid $12 for your electric bill. You're living the high life over there.
Yeah. I know it's cheaper
I
than
don't know.
Chesterfield.
I've visited you both at your homes. I like your areas. I would choose Ellisville over Wildwood based solely on the fact that it's closer to the city. And I've heard, and Baldwin always gets like top 20 places to live in America.
Listen,
that's right by Ellisville, right? Or am I making
we
it
don't
right
want
next
you
to
out by us.
What?
To be honest with you.
Dude, I don't want to be out near little.
I'll throw you a welcome parade down Manchester.
Thank you.
If you come to
Wow,
Ellisville.
holding up traffic.
I will. With a cop, what do they call the little, when the cops are in front of the little,
That's a police escort.
Escort. I can think of escorts.
Can I hold the banner?
My brain
One
sucks.
more.
Can I hold the banner?
One more.
All right.
One more.
Here's a good warning one for the 4th of July. My son, older and living on his own now, partook in a Roman candle fight on the 4th of July in 2020. This week, we are finishing his 4th year of surgeries, including a cornea replacement.
Oh, my God. He got hit with a Roman candle in the eye?
That has failed, and he will have to have another next year. Please remind people that it's just not worth it.
My man.
He took a shell point blank in the eyeball, and we spent all night hard.
Buddy.
Oh,
Pulling
God.
shrapnel out of his eye with tweezers. Happy 4th, Ed.
I'm so sorry.
Be careful, everybody.
Jeez.
Don't be an idiot. Not that
And I'll
this
be
kid
honest,
was
man.
an idiot, but don't be stupid.
I did it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
did it
kids,
too.
this
We
is
had
what-
Roman
No, no, we
candle
all did
fights.
it. We're all idiots for
I
doing
had
it.
an old joke in my act where I was like, if you're shooting Roman candles in the sky, you're having half the fun you could be having because you're supposed to shoot it at your brother as he runs across the yard.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we definitely did that. We had Roman candle fights where we would shoot them across the yard. I mean, we didn't, not point blank, but we were definitely like.
Yeah, my cousin, he was older than Moon and I, and he would take advantage of that every year. We forget, and he would always remember that you shoot the Roman candles at the kids.
Yeah.
I was the youngest, so I was the bait. You know, they would just, oh, Lauren, go out and get that ball that's out there. Okay. And then here come all the bottle rockets straight to my little blonde head. Oh, yeah. My cousin Josh wanted to kill me. Still love him, but he was a jerk.
Got her. All right, just be careful, everybody. Thank you for your
Careful
emails.
out there.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We got sports and... Okay, so the NBA Finals had a St. Louis dude, Jason Tatum. The Stanley Cup Finals had a St. Louis dude with Matthew Tkachuk. Did St. Louis tune in to watch these two in their respective finals? I got the ratings.
Okay.
All right, it's 9:29. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. One final look. Lern coming at you.
And it's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The Bommarito 500, it's not just a race, it is a spectacle. Go to WWTRaceway.com right now because the first deal is the best deal. Emergency vehicles on the scene westbound 44 just before 7th Street Boulevard. The right shoulder is closed there. High today of 93, sunny skies like you see right now, 67 overnight. Storms moving in tomorrow morning around 5 a.m. and staying with us for a couple of days. Right now, 72 and sunny at 9:30.
This is it. This is the call. This is the call if you are on your way to a job and you're bummed about it because it's just a job. It's not a career. Let me tell you about an opportunity for a career as an install floor layer with the Carpenters Union. This is a fantastic opportunity to have a lucrative career. Some of the most competitive health coverage and pension for you and your family. Hands-on, real-life work that's lucrative, creative, and meaningful. As a member of the union, you're going to have more than a job. This is a career. Excellent classroom and on-the-job training, hands-on creative work, in a lucrative industry means you'll continue to have opportunities to learn and enjoy fantastic benefits and make money towards your pension. Start today. Visit the website apply.ficstl.org. That's apply.ficstl.org. Once you get started, you start making money right away. As you learn, you earn, and that's a beautiful thing. Apply to become an install floor layer with the Carpenters Union. Begin that new career today. Visit apply.ficstl.org. That's apply.ficstl.org.
105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. We are at Busch Stadium.
Busch
Kirk
Stadium.
Hammett from Metallica joining us today. Thank you. It's absolutely an honor to get the chance to meet you.
Cheers, likewise.
All right, so first we're going to talk about things that are not music related.
Okay.
I saw your Instagram post on Friday night about coming to St. Louis, looking for some comic book spots.
Yeah.
Did you find any?
Well, I found one spot, but you know what? I didn't have time enough to make it to the place.
Sure. It happens, I'm sure.
Or in other words, I had every intention on going today, but, I made the mistake of picking up my guitar in my hotel room, and
There it
2.5 hours later, I put it down, and I thought, oh, well, there went my gallivanting around the city time.
Well, when I'm buying records, I find days where there's things where I either have it or just don't want it. Like with a collection of memorabilia and comics and things that you have horror related, do you have a tough time sometimes finding things you need and that you want and that aren't already in the collection?
Well, I just kind of leave myself open to just anything when I'm just out there and just out and about. It's crazy because just recently on the East Coast, I went out to a comic store to buy some comic books that I knew had just been had just come out. and I found something that I've been looking for like the last 20 years. And I did a double take. I was like, is that really what I think it is in the cabinet? And sure enough, it was. And I was
News for my friends over at Schnucks. Now, you know I'm always talking about how great the rewards program is. And now it's even better because they just released new perks to make it more personalized. They now have personal double points days, which makes earning rewards easier and faster. So just keep an eye on their rewards app for your personal double points day coupon. Now, once you clip it, you could use it to get double the points on your entire purchase. So instead of your usual 2% back, you're getting 4% back in Schnucks Rewards to use on a future purchase. So, for example, if you're having people over for 4th of July and you're going to do a big shopping today, use it today to get more bang for your buck. Again, you choose when to use the coupon. This is an in-app thing. An in-app coupon. So make sure you download the Schnucks Rewards app and check your digital coupons. That's where you'll find this coupon when it periodically pops up. Download the Schnucks Rewards app today and look for those personal double points days.
So here we are, our very first Ho-Ho show of 2017, our Christmas show. You will be our first band that we will see, 2/3 of Biffy Clyro. Gentlemen, how are you? It's really great to see you.
Really well, and after that introduction, we're very excited to be opening up the ho-ho party. The ho-ho party.
And I feel like, even if, I don't know if you know the Rise Against guys, and I know that musically you guys might not necessarily be in lockstep, but I feel like this is a really great rock and roll show from, you know, rock bands are a little bit different. Do you know those guys?
We don't know them
Not personally.
We've shared many festival bills in Europe with them. Those guys have been around for such a long time, and we hold them in the highest regard. So I think to play a show with them is a real honour for us, you know. And yeah, you maybe not musically akin to each other.
Sure.
But I think there's a little bit of a crossover there. And
we don't fit bang on with anyone really. There's always like a slight discrepancy going on in the music world. So Rise Against are about as close as it gets, to be honest.
But I would think that would kind of work for you as well, because then you can kind of be on a lot of different lineups, on a lot of different bills.
That's it. Yeah, we find ourselves playing in heavy rock festivals and almost more mainstream pop festivals and kind of everything in between. And we either kind of stick out like a sore thumb for the right reason or not. But we quite like that. We're at home wherever we play.
Very good, very good. Well, it's really a pleasure to have you back in town. We were supposed to have you a little bit earlier on this year. Unfortunately, that was not able to happen. But from what I understand, from my sources inside of your camp, we've infiltrated it, by the way. You're big Guns N' Roses guys?
Oh, we love Guns N' Roses.
And so you were excited to go to where the riot in '91 happened?
Oh my God! No, that's it. We've been kind of reliving some of our youth this year. We played some shows with Guns N' Roses in Europe, and we were going to go to the shows anyway, you know, just as fans, but to get a chance to share a stage with them was amazing, and to be here is double special.
I remember a bit of that day, or the following day, because I had to go to summer school that year for math. It was bad times in ninth grade. It was awful. And I remember this kid that sat next to me in this math class who was like seemingly 60 years older than me. Like he looked just huge. And he was like, I was at Guns N' Roses last night, and there was a riot. And I was like, you're nuts, man. Like, you're nuts. It's like, nah, man, I'm a freshman, but I'm not an idiot. And so then I get home, and my dad is just like, son, did you see what happened at the amphitheater? Guns N' Roses, they tore it up, and And that has just legitimately been a consistent storyline here, you know, since I was in the ninth grade. But they came back this summer, they made it up, and you know.
Did they talk about it from stage at all? Did they mention the riots?
You know, I did not. He did.
R&R Tire Express, rnrtires.com. Get the tires you need now. There is no other tire shop in St. Louis that does what they do. As little as $20 down to start on a brand new set of tires. This installs a complete set of tires and defers your first payment till your next payday. $50 down to start on any in-stock wheel and tire package. This installs a complete set of wheels and tires on your vehicle and defers your first regular payment to start for your next payday. Pay pay-as-you-go programs that fit your budget. You can pay weekly, bi-weekly with your paychecks or pay monthly. And you can pay more than the minimum payment to get it off paid quicker and save money. No credit needed. All you need is a valid driver's license. I'm telling you, don't use a credit card to buy tires. You're still making a payment. Big difference is R&R has that service, repair, and they'll even replace a tire at no cost while on payments. So if you run over a nail and your tire needs to be replaced, believe me, your credit card company's not going to care. R&R Tire Express does, though. Check them out. They got 4 area locations. Once you experience that R&R service, you'll never buy tires the same way again. 4 area locations, and you can catch them at rnrtires.com.
All right, guys, welcome back to the farm. So it's a Sunday, and we got a whole crew here doing St. Louis representation in the Stanley Cup Finals with Matthew Tkachuk, and we had some St. Louis representation with Jason Tatum in the NBA Finals. So did St. Louis tune in on TV?
Of course.
To watch these two. It was a big storyline. In fact, ESPN, had a custom-made graphic saluting both players and their St. Louis heritage, and it was a big thing. Well, as far as the Stanley Cup Finals, out of 56 major markets, St. Louis tied for 16th place as far as TV ratings go.
Not bad.
Okay. 16th out of 56.
That's not bad, considering we don't have
Consider we
NBA
didn't have a
here.
team in there.
Yeah.
No, this is just for the NHL.
NHL.
16th out of 56. Okay. For the NBA,
higher.
We were dead last.
Oh.
Really?
Did not watch.
Bummer.
Did not watch the NBA Finals. Tied for last place. Yep.
And it was the Celtics.
Yeah, but we just didn't care about it.
Wow. That's a
We
real...
didn't care about Jason Tatum.
I know.
We didn't care about anything.
Maybe we'll care about him with the news today.
Well, what news, Lern?
Yes.
What do we got?
And Sports Guy is brought to you by what I drink on an airplane, Jack and Coke.
Yeah, Jack and Coke.
This tailgate season is brought to you by Jack and Coke. Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics just signed the biggest contract in NBA history. This man, the St. Louisan, 5-year deal, $315 million extension. He's 26 years old. He agreed to this Supermax deal, and he's going to stay put in Beantown, which is quite possibly the biggest no-brainer of the offseason. So congratulations.
$315 million.
I think he and I might be kin. I got to check.
Good for him.
In other news, City SC has parted ways with head coach Bradley Carnell after disappointing starts to the second season. And this is nuts, you guys, because it's only like less than a year after being named Coach of the Year as a finalist. So the lesson here, kids, is one day everybody's going to love you. And then like 2 days later, people are just going to throw you out. So we live in a really
big shocker.
We live in a really fickle society that only honors consistent winning. So never lose, all right? Or else you're going to be like Coach Bradley Carnell.
What have you done for me lately?
Apparently, with MLS coaches, that's a common thing. They come and go.
Is it common for the technical director named John Hackworth to manage a team? Because that's what's happening.
I have no idea. It was just there was an audible gasp at ESPN radio down the hall when he was fired.
Yes.
They went like this.
Well, I hope that they breathe in because Doug Armstrong announced that the team has signed forward Kasperi Kapanen to a 1-year contract.
Good. We'll count that as
really?
correct.
Guy's worth $1 million. He's 27. He dressed in 73 regular season games for the Blues last season. He posted 22 points, 6 goals, 16 assists, 14 penalty minutes. And overall, this guy, he's from Finland. He's appeared in 460 career NHL regular season games, including stints with Toronto, Pittsburgh, and St. Louis. This guy's totaling 208, which if you do the math, it's 84 goals and
108 what? Points, okay.
Penalty minutes, Riz.
Penalty minutes.
Okay. This guy was originally drafted by Toronto, and now we got him. So congratulations.
Yeah.
In other news of the NHL, the Chicago Blackhawks have signed a 3-time Stanley Cup champion forward, Pat Maroon. The team announced yesterday 1-year deal at $1.3 million cap hit. And so we know him from St. Louis and the Stanley Cup that he helped us win back in 2019.
Wow.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your sports report on the Rizzuto Show.
Thank you, Lern.
Thank you.
Well done. One final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. Hi, I'm Riz from the radio, and I've been playing guitar for about 10 months now. And that means I'm ready to teach you how to play guitar, too. Are you ready to learn some fine licks? Well, I want you to take classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music. In no time, I can get you playing like this. When you sign up for classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music, I will teach at least one class a week, 15 minutes only, and you'll get this commemorative tote bag. Achieve all your dreams. Learn how to play guitar. Yes, ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show and the place to go if you're looking for an engagement ring. You don't want to go to the mall jeweler and get the same ring everybody gets. And you have the same type of salespeople who are trying to upsell you on something you can't afford. Make the best decision you could ever make. Listen, the big three purchases you'll make: your first house, your car, and your engagement ring. Make a good decision. Go to Mort's Jewelry. Go there first. I understand if you want to do your due diligence, you want to shop around, but do yourself a favor. Go to Mort's Jewelry first, and then go to the other places. Oh, you'll be back. They don't work on commission. They'll get you a custom-made piece or something maybe from the Simon G collection. If you go to their Instagram page at Mort's Jewelry, you'll see some of the work they do. From doctors to construction workers and everybody in between. It doesn't matter. They got you. Everybody's money's green. They want to become your jeweler, your family's jeweler for life. They've been around for 40 years. It's Mort's Jewelry. Go to ninjabling.com. They are the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show.
We are backstage at Point Fest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, highly suspect backstage at Point Fest. What's going on? Welcome back. It's wonderful to see you as always, but I would also like to tell you that Natural Born Killer has been one of our favorite songs of the year so far. It sounds great on the air, and it sounds like a great highly suspect song. So let me ask you, where did that come in the recording process? One of the first, one of the last? Where was that?
Smack dab in the middle.
Oh, okay. All right. I always wonder if, when it comes out as a strong lead single like that, if where it was in the creative process matters. You know what I'm saying?
I think once we heard that riff, it was like, okay, this is like the sports anthem style riff. We just kind of knew it would be the one.
Yeah, absolutely so. So a new album is out now. All right. How quickly do you see the audience singing songs back to you?
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are
Luckily.
And you got to be kind of like amazed and taken aback by that a little bit.
Oh my God, it's a blessing. It's incredible.
I can't remember words to songs I loved from 20 years ago.
I can't remember the words to the songs that we wrote, so I struggle.
Yourself in a situation, you're thinking, okay, I want to get a newer pre-owned vehicle, new car to you, and you want a dealership that you can go to. Maybe this is your first time ever buying a vehicle. Now, I can just tell you from my experience at Munganast Acura and the Munganast family of dealerships around St. Louis, that especially if this is your first time going out and buying yourself a car or a truck or an SUV, they're going to treat you like family. They understand, because they've been around for so long here in the St. Louis area, that they want to have that loyalty. They want to have that brand awareness where you do feel like you're part of the Munganast family when you shop at their dealerships. And so whenever I went to St. Louis Acura on Manchester and I said, okay, I really love this TLX. I test drove it for a little while. And then I decided to buy it for myself. And it was it's an investment to buy a vehicle. And you want to go with somewhere that's trustworthy, that's going to have your back, and that they want you to come back again and again and again for generations to come. It is Munganast family of dealerships, specifically Alton Toyota up in Alton and St. Louis Acura on Manchester Road. Go to altontoyota.com or stlouisacura.com to learn more.
So here we are, way back Point Fest, and the first band of the day is a band that, through the course of my life, I think I've seen your band 6 times, but we've never chatted and said hello.
It's just strange that wouldn't happen. I know you mentioned Mississippi Nights.
Yeah.
We talked on the phone the other day, and
Yeah.
I remember the club well. We used to have great shows there, but it's like anything these days. Stuff doesn't stay around as long as you would think it would. So.
I remember something specific about this show, and it's a little creepy, so I'm going to go ahead and warn you. So where I was standing at Mississippi Nights, they had the back door open, and I could see directly into your tour bus.
Okay.
And I saw you. This is like right before you guys are going on, and I hadn't ever seen you before till this night. And you had like this black leather jacket on, like these skinny sort of jeans, and I was like, this dude is a bad man. And you were, and it was such a great show because that night it was a couple of different bands. Letters to Cleo were on that bill. Yeah. Ned's Atomic Dustbin were on that bill. I love those guys as well. So it was like a cool thing. But it was the first night that I saw you guys, and Vinny, you had this like for real frontman rock star presence about you that I thought was very cool at the time.
You sure put the pressure on me today. Dude, where do you go from there?
Right. But you know what though? And speaking of that role as the frontman is like an important thing, man, because not only the nuts and bolts of the creative side of the music and the lyric writing and stuff, but I mean having that image for the band is an important one, whether you want to kind of admit to that or not.
Oh, certainly. And it's something that we, seem to cultivate early on in the career of the band. We wanted to do that thing. We revere rock and roll, and it almost sounds like I'm just copying Elvis on his '68 comeback. You know what I mean? You can't reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? It's like that's pretty much it.
Right. I think it's also funny too when you guys say, "Hey, I'm just ripping Elvis. That's all I'm doing," or you know what I mean? Like when you have another artist that come by like
bad wicked storms roll through with hail, and I know in my house we had some hail damage. Thanks to the Happy Roof Company, they were up on the roof, and did an inspection, and I got some damage. So if you had hail in your area, you should have Happy Roof Company on your roof just for a look-see. If you have a roof damage and your insurance company already paid you out, but you need a roofer that's going to give you an estimate, call the Happy Roof Company. Do you need help with the insurance paperwork on your damaged roof? Call the Happy Roof Company. Did your insurance claim get denied, but all your neighbors got new roofs except for you? Call the Happy Roof Company. If your roof is leaky, if it's old, if it's damaged, or if it's ugly, the Happy Roof Company should be your first call. In fact, if you call today, they'll be out to look at your issue within 24 hours. Local company, Sunset Hills, 100% of the market is in the St. Louis and surrounding areas. Give them a call, 314-665-3001. That's 314-665-3001. Online at thehappyroof.com.
This is Rizzuto. Not only is he rich, but he also has a lot of money. And he's looking to invest in the next big idea.
Hi, my name is Riz, and I have a lot of money. I mean, almost too much money. So I'm looking to invest, and I've asked the fellas to come on down to my office and pitch me their ideas. Do they have what it takes to be in the biz?
Meet King Scott. By day, he's the producer of the #1 morning show in St. Louis. But by night, he's not at work anymore. Interesting. He says that despite all of his shortcomings, his one long coming is his knack for decent ideas.
Hello, I'm King Scott, and I'm here to pitch my business idea to Riz, and I know he will definitely invest in this. It's a revolutionary business idea. It's going to change the world over, and I definitely have what it takes to be in the biz.
Yesterday, like I told you, I went over to the Creve Coeur location of Sauce on the Side. I had a skinny V, and my friend Joan, she had a salad. And we had a really nice, excellent, beautiful day for a patio, and that's where we sat. And Sauce on the Side, they have many locations, 12 in fact, in 12 years around the St. Louis area. Monthly specials all the time, and they have something for every type of eater, you know? I mean, I'm not necessarily a meathead. I'm more of the vegetarian type of person, but all my friends are meatheads, and they love going to Sauce on the Side. In fact, the Costanza is one that you need to definitely check out if you're a fan of eating the meats. But they also have things for your kids. They have gluten-free menu, you know, something for everybody. And how can you say that in this day and age? Everybody eats so differently. We're all very individualistic. And so you want to eat locally. You want to have something delicious in your mouth. and you want everybody that you're with to be happy, it is sauce on the side. And if you want them to deliver to you, chances are they do. Enter promo code LERN, L-E-R-N, to get free delivery and get yourself out to one of those patios for lunch or dinner. They also serve beer and wine, okay? They're open 7 days a week. What else do you need? SauceOnTheSide.com.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ready to roll? We are backstage at Point Fest. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent and Barry from Shinedown. What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
How
hello.
are you?
What's going on? How are you?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you. First of all,
Thanks for being cool with us because I was super, super late. I was very, very late. Some things in rock and roll haven't changed. The singers are usually late.
now listen, if we're going to do it, you are 18 minutes behind. I don't think that that's even late as far as rock stars go. I think that's just about flat.
All right, we can take that.
Yeah.
I don't know if do we look at ourselves as, the RS, the rock star type?
You don't have to. I appreciate that you don't, but I do, and I can.
I
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
it. The reason I am late though is because I needed to take a shower because, quite frankly, I smelled like a farm animal. So I wanted to make sure that we were good today.
So see, the 18 minutes late is completely acceptable, and I do appreciate it.
Awesome, you should, because I had to be next to him. It was not good.
Well, first and foremost, congratulations on the record.
Thank you.
I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. The song Devil has been doing amazing things for the radio station. People loved it as soon as we put it on the air. There is something so great, and it just has that sort of anthemic quality about it. Where did that song fall in the recording of this particular record? Was that one of your first ones that came about?
It came about probably right in the middle. There were a lot of things about in regards to Attention, the new album. We did things a little differently this time. We've had the pleasure of working with a lot of producers, a lot of great engineers, male and female. But it was time for us to do it in-house. So our bass player, Eric Bass, who is quite frankly, way more than a bass player, he produced Attention. He also mixed it. And so the dynamic of everything, too, is that it is a conceptual piece of work, but not in the traditional sense. We call it a story album because everything takes place inside of a room on the record. The goal is to put the audience and the listener into this room to take this journey. And Devil is basically the beginning of this journey because we don't look at it as like the story starts off at rock bottom, but the fact is this individual that is inside the story
Hey, it's Moon for Window Nation. Feeling the heat? High temps aren't the only things getting you hot under the collar. Wait till you see your energy bills. The solution? I recommend my friends at Window Nation for new energy-efficient windows. Your home stays comfortable and cool. Your AC will avoid any premature breakdown, and you will save on those high energy bills. Not to mention the incredible savings Window Nation is offering right now. Get 50% off any style window. Bows, bays, double hangs, sliders, 50% off. Plus, put zero down and make zero payments with 0% interest for 24 months. So maintain your chill, lower your bill, and fill your home with new Window Nation windows. Get 50% off all style windows and pay nothing for 2 years. Get a pair of cards tickets with the purchase of a house of windows. 866-90Nation or go to windownation.com and tell them Moon sent you.
All right, backstage at our big, gigantic ho-ho show with Angels and Airwaves. Mr. Tom DeLong, how are you, man? It's great to see you.
I am good, and I just realized you have a kick-ass camera right there. This is like IMAX level shit you're doing.
We try not to mess around, Tom.
You don't fuck around. This is like real interview. This is like...
The bad part is, though, with that fancy camera, it really pinpoints the ugliness.
Boogers and like...
I mean, anything, man. Like crazy hairs, anything. It really blows it out of proportion.
You know what's funny about that? I was just walking down the stairs, and Alon, my drummer, goes, wait a second, I was like, one hair was longer, and he went up to my face, and we got it out. One hair, and you just mentioned hairs. Dude, that was kind of funny.
You know what the worst part? I don't know how old you are, Tom, but I think we're probably
22.
pretty close. All right, well then we're not. I'm 43.
I'm 44.
All right.
You didn't believe me.
Well, no, I didn't.
Okay,
I knew
God.
we were in the ballpark. Yeah,
fair
no. What bothers me about getting older is how rapidly my ear hair grows.
I've noticed every once in a while, like there'll be like a random hair, and you're like, what the fuck? Where did that shit come from?
I just trimmed this yesterday, and now I can't hear because there's so much stuff
See,
going on.
women think they have it bad because of like childbirth, but no, men have it really, really bad.
I don't
things like that.
Yeah. I don't know that that's the road we go down.
Yeah, no. Right now, there's women over there going, "We will kill you."
Right now. While you sleep. Real quickly, because I know we don't have a ton of time. Tom, when you first, way back in the day, when you first started talking about like the alien stuff, the UFO.
Hot Shots is back and a proud partner of the Rizzuto Show this summer.
Hey, if you're looking for a spot to catch the game this summer, swing by one of the 9 area Hot Shot sports bar and grill locations. Pull up a front row seat with great drinks, an amazing menu, including the awesome burgers, pizzas, the award-winning wings, and all the sports you can handle, served up by the amazing Hot Shot staff. No matter the season, Hot Shots has you covered.
Yeah, they got happy hour every day from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, with $4 burgers, pizzas, and boneless wings, and plenty of nightly specials during every Cards game, including the triple play special with pizza, boneless wings, and a bucket of Bud Light for a great price.
From Arnold to Wentzville, from O'Fallon, Illinois to St. Charles, there are 9 locations in the area. Pull up a seat for game day. Find a location near you at hotshotsnet.com. That's hotshotsnet.com. And see why Hot Shots has been St. Louis's home for all the games, all the time since 1990.
Who is Trailer Trash Tammy? What happens when you combine random internet trends into a single video? What is a mukbang? And are we so desperate to be distracted from our own reality that we resorted to binging videos of people shoveling anything edible into their face hole? More on that today on the Number 2 Show. Welcome back to the Number 2 Show. Today,
I'm going to speak my language right here. Does your home need repairs? Mine does. Maybe an update or a remodel, but you don't want to pile on the debt? You got to check out Together Credit Union's interest-only home equity line of credit. My wife and I have looked into this because this is what we need. With Together Credit Union's interest-only home equity line of credit, you can borrow up to 90% of the current equity in your home and pay interest-only monthly payments for the first 10 years. Plus, there's no annual fees or no prepayment penalties. That was huge in our case. We have some big home repairs that we have to do, and Together Credit Union has given us the opportunity to do just that. Let them help you. Together Credit Union's interest-only home equity line of credit offers flexible borrowing, which means you can borrow as much as or as little as you need to make your house a home. And you can pay your balance at any time during the draw period and then borrow it again, which puts you in control of your finances. This was a huge part of my wife and I getting our finances together. To learn more about Together Credit Union's interest-only home equity line of credit, stop by any branch. There's 14 of them in our area. Or just visit the website, togethercu.org. Together Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
And here's something that I firmly believe, and we're just going to start the interview here because it just seems like a good place to pop off. But I want the artist to do what the artist wants to do. If you want to make 5 radio songs in a row, great. If you want to make 5 fan tracks in a row, great, because I feel like it's your art. So who the hell are we to tell you when it needs to be a radio single or when it needs to be this or that? It needs to be whatever the hell you're feeling, whenever the hell you're feeling it.
Yeah, and you're right. It froze a little bit. Popular Monster was not supposed to be a radio song, by the way. As you could tell, the bridge is like death metal, almost like the scream and stuff. I was like, okay, the rest of the song is like sick. I was like, this is never going to be on the radio. Let's put double kick in the let's make the bridge the craziest thing you've ever heard. And lo and behold, it went straight to #1, went platinum, and I was like, wow, that's. And then they came to me, dude. Wow. So then after that, I found a formula, and there's like this formula, and it worked, and it's what I wanted it to do. And you're absolutely right. You let the artist do whatever they want, and and you don't. It's like the opposite of selling out almost. Like I did what I wanted to do, and it worked. I love that. So it's brilliant.
Absolutely, and also too, Ronnie, I think this whole
ETORY, victory. Victory is my battle cry. That's what we used to say when I used to run in the Army, and I haven't ran since because I haven't had the energy until recently because I went to Victory Men's Health and got my health back on track in the last year. I'm feeling pretty good. I get on the elliptical and I run for a while now because I got the energy I had 10, 15 years ago because Victory's got me on a customized health plan that fits my life. They can do the same for you. If you're not feeling your best, go get checked out. It's not that expensive, and it's well worth the investment in yourself. And it's easier than ever because Victory has 4 locations, so there's got to be one near you, one in each O'Fallon, Illinois and Missouri, one in Town and Country that we all go to, and a brand spanking new facility in Sunset Hills, Missouri. So go online, schedule yourself an appointment. They will test your blood work down to the cellular level, figure out what's going on with you, and they got treatments across the board, from everything from erectile dysfunction to customized testosterone therapy to vitamins to peptides to getting some collagen back in your skin. Whatever you need, they will get you taken care of, and they'll be as invested as you are in your health. So for more information, don't wait. Go right now to victorymenshealth.com. That's victorymenshealth.com.
It's a nerve-wracking day.
Why?
You guys and Queens of the Stone Age, back-to-back interviews. I'm already a high-strung person. Whew. I can't wait to have a beer when this is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
You don't need to worry about us.
Well, yeah, but I do though, because see, here's where the rub is with me and bands that I really like. If it's a band that I'm about, I can power right through.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it's a band that I really dig, then there's a bit of that fanboy stuff that starts popping out, and that's what I'm trying to control. So here, I'm bringing it down. I'm going to do my best professional interview as I.
You're doing very well so far.
Together we can all do this.
We can all do this. So I had the fortune of seeing you guys on Saturday. I was in Austin at ACL. And I want to talk about this. I got to talk about this. Because I know you guys had troubles. I guess it was with pedals.
It was with cables and amps weren't turning on, basically, yeah.
But from where I was standing and watching from my vantage point, it was a flipping phenomenal show. Like, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, thanks.
So when you are, a few days away from that, this kind of already answered my question with your facial expressions, but do you look back at that and go, whew, I can't wait for this weekend and us able to do it again? Or do you go back and go, you know what, this song was messed up, but we powered through for the rest?
I kind of, when stuff goes wrong and breaks, I almost feel like, I'm almost like, see, it can go wrong. And what we do is real,
Sure.
We don't play to a backing track or a click, and we just plug in and go. And when that breaks, it's proof that that we are taking some element, some sort of a risk up there.
Yeah.
And also, I think as well, when stuff goes wrong, it forces you to go in a different direction, and you have to dig from somewhere else that you didn't think you were going to have to. So I think, in the case of ACL, like, part of me was like incredibly frustrated because people would come to see us and shit was breaking. But on the other hand, the songs that we did manage to make stuff work for, I felt like I had this kind of whole new energy to them.
Absolutely,
it's exciting. It's like.
AntonsHVAC.com. Book your service now. You can get everything. It's Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, Energy experts. They do everything from repairs to installation. They've been in business for over 40 years serving our area with top-notch quality. This is a premier company that really does take customer service as the priority. And they have the experience to do all the repairs, to do all the installations. I've had them put in a new water heater. They did an energy audit in my home. And I'm on the maintenance plan, and they've helped make my home much cooler during this summer and much more efficient. They've been a godsend to our house, and I trust them in my home. That's a big deal. You can trust them too. They're incredible, and those bright green Anton's vans and trucks, those are like warehouses on wheels. So if they're in your house doing a water heater replacement like they were in my house, and they find something else going on, chances are they have the part right there in the truck. So it's going to save you time. It's going to save you money. They're incredible. AntonsHVAC.com. Book your service now. ANTONSHVAC.com.
All right. That is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Appreciate you all tuning in. Today's podcast is titled
A Serious Blow to Mount Rushmore.
Say that one more time.
A Serious Blow to Mount Rushmore.
A Serious Blow to Mount Rushmore. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, download that. If you missed anything on the show today, what else you got?
You can follow me at King Scott Rules, and that's it.
Lern.
Yeah, you can follow me at Lern versus Radio. Thanks.
Rafe.
Catch us on the number 2 show in about 5 minutes. We'll be over in the Point Studio, 15 minutes with Riz, and we do mean only 15.
That's it. So number 2 show on the YouTube's also the number. One more time, the phone number.
It is. I don't know.
Okay.
532 1420, 818-532-1420. Give us a call.
All right. We leave you with a selection from our Team Riz Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Festus, Brendan Hall is our Team Riz Member of the Day. And Brendan wants to hear this song. Here it is. It's this one from Metallica. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Actually, we'll see you in a couple minutes on the number 2 show. Goodbye.
Bye. Hey there, this is comedian Nikki Glazer, St. Louis native.
I'm a fan, I'm a freaking nerd, I'm a big fan. St. Louis City has my heart, and Together Credit Union has made it so very easy for me. Not only have they dressed me well with this lovely scarf, but they gave me access to the St. Louis City SC Visa card.